like vacation campaigns. So,
I told all the Phandelver people, I was like, this is my C campaign. Like, you guys are, if knock it down a couple notches on the prep work, and we're knocking in a nice solid C grade.
Every session for Phandelver starts with, "You guys are still here? All right."
Fuck.
The sign of like a quitting DM for me is, who wants to do the recap? You know, they always say that.
Who
when
wants
they're-
to do the
Yeah, that's when they are.
And then they're
absolutely
constantly
checked
taking
out.
notes during.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to do that
Because
every
I
now
have
and then.
no
like,
idea what happened.
I totally did that once on my home campaign. I felt so bad, but I didn't take any notes during, and I didn't have time to do it in between. I was just like, yeah, so what happened, guys? Like, why did so tell me?
I used to do it just to get their perspective, because like I'd have all my notes, and then I'd be like, all right, who wants to give the recap, just to get like their perspective. People would be like, oh, I'm like, "All right, never mind, I'll give it."
No, that's so true though,
Nobody
because
took notes.
like players focus on the weirdest things.
Yeah,
Right?
like, I had one guy who would do them, and he always used, because it was a Star Wars one, he used to try and do like the Clone Wars like intros, like "It's time on." I'm like, okay, dude, chill down,
Pretty
five
cool.
level.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, he would have like the most minute details. I was like, oh yeah, you guys did find a data pad that had nothing on it, but you know, I'm glad you recalled that.
It's like I the one I remember is like I had a 5-minute, not even, encounter with a shopkeeper who was like vaguely racist to the Kenku in the party. Like, cause
You bird can't even fly.
yeah, it was just like a little thing. Like he was just making like total like racist microaggressions against him.
Mhm.
And then like that's what all the players remember. It's like, yeah, I think we fought some things and then we went into town and there was a racist shopkeeper.
Jordan, this is like some serious pot kettle nonsense, because we've got a racist
Yeah.
shopkeeper in Agora Bay that you fell in love with.
Yeah, but he was involved.
He was involved.
He was involved because after I was like, oh, they like this character. Okay, he's the weapons
I
guy.
literally set up the shopkeeper to just be like a shitty peddler of like magical items and to never appear again. But now I have to make him appear again because they loved him so much. They thought he was so funny.
If you think dog was a prepared name, man.
Chuck like leans over, babe, what are you watching over there? Dog bounty hunter. This guy's name's Dog. He's here to.
Yeah, if they have long, complicated names like Reggie, Dog, maybe they're not entirely prepped yet.
Are you telling me Jake was not prepped?
Jake was prepped. Jake was prepped. The name, no, but the character, yes, so he was prepped.
The name, no.
Yeah, well, the name for Jake came out of just a random shit. Like,
Yeah,
hey, let's call
yeah.
everyone Jake.
If it's a normal ass name, probably not prepped.
all right.
Okay, I'm trying to remember how to play Victor. I haven't played Victor in a minute.
Yeah.
Get back in the mindset. There we go. Here we go.
Eldritch Blast,
I
Eldritch
wanted-
Blast.
I wanted to start
Chaotic
with,
neutral. Chaotic neutral.
everybody being woken up, and please, and everyone can just roll a d20. Let's see what your guys' morning routines are. You guys are waking up. The snowstorm outside of Enderat has finally stopped. It's now peacefully drifting snow out. It's a bit foggy outside. You guys had a good night's sleep. You found some furnaces and some fireplaces. You lit them up. You got some nice warmth. So let's see. Jordan, what did you get?
Oh, there we go.
There we go. What do you got?
We did not have a good night's sleep.
No,
No.
this is just to see who's going first. So,
Hmm.
Jacqueline, what's your morning routine when you wake up?
I mean, she's used to like life on the road, like all this kind of stuff. So she just, you know, repacks all her stuff back up. She kind of glances at her backpack where she's got a bunch of books, but also that one book with the demon dude in it.
Yes.
Kind of opens real quick, glances, sees it's still there, kind of sighs, a little bit of relief. She puts the lantern back on her hip, and the head of the Time Wizard,
Both.
who's thankfully been quiet all night.
Yeah, so you just have both. You have the lantern and the head on like
Yeah, one on
opposite
each hand,
sides.
one on each side.
Okay. And then
So she doesn't sway.
what are you eating for breakfast? What's like you're waking up in the
A
morning?
ration.
Just some shitty bread tack and some nuts and some beef jerky.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I mean, like I said, she's used to kind of dungeon delving in a way of like mostly by herself, so she's just enjoying a quiet morning. After a little bit, she'll like look outside, see if anyone else is up, and then make her way towards everybody else.
All right. Vaughn, what's your morning routine?
Yeah, first thing, so Vaughn is being on his best behavior after the incident where he became a little star child. So he like gets up, prays to Leshy, probably doesn't hear anything back because it's new and Leshy like isn't a huge fan of him yet. That's my impression. You can tell me if I'm wrong.
You're right.
But then he is gonna get up and he is going to attract some like animals to him using speak with animals, like a sort of real Snow Whitey kind of like oh.
You see the court of owls that came in before. They're perched up outside your windowsill.
Yeah. I take one of the owls and I crush its head.
What?
And I eat it.
Okay,
That's what I have for breakfast.
cool.
Every morning.
Yeah. All right. Shit. Do you cook it or are you just eating it raw?
I'm eating it raw
Okay.
because I can purify food and drink. I can purify food and drink as a spell, so I'm gonna purify this.
So does that mean you're just killing off all like the worms and parasites in it, and you're still just enjoying the raw taste of an owl?
yeah, the raw. It's instantaneous too. So I make it, and then that's it.
All right. Kel,
It's me.
what's your morning ritual? And I'll preface this with saying, you wake up and you feel like a presence at the foot of your bed, and it's Otar in his little dog form, but he's just like lying on the bed next to you, watching you as you sleep. Sort of like he's sleeping with you on the bed, pretty much.
Like a dog.
Yeah,
a
like-
puppy.
Like a dog, yeah. He's just sitting
This is
there.
my boss. I like it particularly. I'm like sleeping very peacefully. Kel's very much a glamper.
Hmm.
He very much likes to be very comfortable. So where he can get it, I'm gonna assume I got a really nice. Oh yeah, I got this nice couch. I probably pulled up an ottoman to put my feet up. I'm just living life, and I open my eyes and I see like this flaming dog thing at my bed. And I just I bolt up and I like hold the covers like over my chest, like oh,
Are you like dressed down, or are you in like your normal like clothes?
I'm dressed down a little bit. I like to think Kel packs pajamas.
Okay, so you're in your pajamas. Are you like the Ebenezer Scrooge pajamas, like a little hat and like a candle?
I don't know if I can wear a hat. I don't know how that would work my horns, unless I cut out like little things for the horns.
Or you have like little hats for each horn.
Yeah, I like that idea. I'm stealing that.
And then what do you
I
get
take
for
them off really
breakfast?
quick. Like, Otar's like just like not really.
He's sleeping. He's just sleeping on the foot of the bed.
I want to try to I would try to sneak out
Okay.
of my little bed there.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. Oh, okay. 16.
Yeah, you get out of bed silent as a mouse. Not disturbing Otar. He has like a little pillow bed at the foot of the bed.
Mm.
So
Yeah. My parents had a cat, so I have some practice getting out of bed without disturbing animals. Yeah, and I go into my bag to get breakfast. I find some wrapped paper, And I open it up, and I've got some hard eggs.
Oh yeah. All right.
And I choke them down because they're really not that good, but it's better than rations.
Gotta get what you can out here.
They're really hard.
And then, Victor, what is your morning routine? Waking up.
So, I would assume Victor is not a gracious sleeper. You know, sprawling all everywhere. All of his charm and wit is out the door when he's sleeping. He's completely like barbaric, tosses and turns all night long.
Would
So
you
he
leave
wakes
room
up-
for your wife, like instinctually?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
I would assume like he wakes up, he's like, oh, my neck, oh, my back, oh, no God, oh, God. Oh, the pain of being in my mid-30s. And he would get up real slow, and I kind of like bend over the bed and take like a minute, like there, and just think about everything. Look at his arms and his scars and his burns. Look over at the bed, just hopefully there's nothing there. And then I think he would get dressed, and then hard eggs again.
All right. Okay, so after that, you guys would meet up in some sort of common area, probably somewhere where it's warm. And then, what's the plan for today? Are you guys going to go into the second layer, as you have found the skull to access the door, or are you going to explore the third level again? Because there's a half of it you didn't explore. Or you can go to the cool second layer.
Morning,
Jackson, good morning.
How's everyone feeling today?
I feel refreshed. I feel like I need to roll my portent die.
Ah, yes. See, you're
What a
learning.
strange thing to say.
It's a
Oh.
wizard thing, Kel. You'll, get used to it.
Is rolling your portent die like a physical thing you do? Like, what does it look like when you roll your portent die? That's an actual question.
I'm gonna pull out my cards. Jacqueline, pick a card.
she draws out an 8.
Alright. Look at your card. What is your card? Give me that back. Is this your card? It's the 2.
No.
Is this your card? It's the 8.
Yes.
Oh.
How does this work if
Please,
you
please.
roll higher than a 10?
Like, jacks are like 11, 12,
We'll get there, we'll get
13.
there.
Depends on the suit.
Plenty of clubs.
20 of clubs. What the
I think your mic is muted, Matt.
Who put this 13 of spades in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
I just
Nope.
imagine it's like different suits mean different things. Like a jack of diamonds is like an 11.
Hello?
There we go.
there you go.
There you go.
I was gonna say, like, he's pulling cards that have no suit, right? So he didn't mention a suit, so it's like just numbers. So it's like a deck for children. Like
Yes,
nerds.
flashcards.
My spell book is actually my deck of cards, and it's just pictures.
What's
That's
this?
pretty good.
Fireball.
Yeah, I don't have that card yet. I gotta collect them all.
There you go.
Nope. We lost Matt.
Oh, he fireballed.
He was so like, "What? How could you say such a thing?"
I mean, I think it's gotta be canon now. I gotta become like a Yu-Gi-Oh master.
You're a was it a
Dark magician.
third-rate
You're not a
duelist with a
concentration
fourth-rate
wizard.
deck? Is that what
Yeah, I'm a third-rate wizard with a fourth-rate spell book.
That's
All
a-
right. I'll
Joke's
you.
on you, DM. My spellbook has no bad spells. My grandpa's spellbook.
So after like you've done your port and everything, Jacqueline was kind of everyone's night was like not restless, like we all slept well, good.
Oh no, terribly. But go on.
Oh, okay. Did you ever that gem thing, the thing that was with the staff, I believe, or whatever, did you see what that was? Do you need me to help you see what it is?
DM, did I see what that was?
I think he did. I think
Did
it
you
was
cast
the.
identify? Did you like?
I think he did because you told us it was the thing of mass destruction or whatever the heck it was called.
Oh, the mask of annihilation.
Yeah,
That's what it was. Yeah,
the mask of
I don't have
annihilation.
anything for it, but yes, the Mask of Annihilation.
I can just tell you what it is. I've regrettably forgot to make the spell card or the item card, but I can tell you what it is.
Okay.
So, you put on the mask, and you have one use of power word kill, but it works both ways.
Sorry.
Oh, so you kill someone and you die.
Yes, it annihilates
Oh.
both you and the target.
But what
Wow.
if you have over 100 HP?
Well, I guess it
Power
works,
kill
it works
doesn't
in
work
that
on
way
that.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, or
think
it's
you are
like a
just-
last ditch thing, kind of like, fuck it, we're all gonna die, might as well take them with us.
Instantly in cardiac arrest. Well, that's what it does. It is a power word kill both ways. I don't even know what that looks like. I don't even know how that works. What if I throw it like a frisbee, and it lands?
No, you probably, like most magic items, need to attune to it.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, I'm gonna keep that. Sounds very useful.
Are you sure? I can.
I'm
Unless
sure.
you have a death wish, I don't mind dying.
Me too.
I will
Whoa,
say
we
attuning
should
to-
not give that to Jacqueline.
I will say attuning to the item casts a delayed power word kill on you. So basically, you put it on, you attune to it, you keep the mask on, and it's just constantly like ready to power word kill you until you cast it, and then it hits you.
You hit the Schrodinger's cat paradox, where it's like, are you dead or are you not? I mean, you kind of are, but not really.
What if we put it on our cleric friend?
And I,
Is it our cleric friend kind of already dead? Does that work?
Well, I
But
don't
can he
think-
wear anything? Is the question.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
He has a spiritual form that takes place. Actually, where is that weird thing?
I'm not on the map right now. I forgot the token.
Oh
Where's
God.
our little boy? Where's our sweet little boy?
can I pray to Leshy to see what it requires to become a star after I die?
Yeah.
Oh God, so bright.
Give me a hold on. Give me if you're praying, a D20 plus 1, because that's how many druid levels you have, and that's I'm assuming that's your connection to Leshy in a form. So D20 plus 1.
Nice.
Okay. You're not gonna like this answer. I will tell you at the end of the session.
Oh, he's muted again.
No, he's muted again.
Yeah. I just turned on push to talk so
Oh.
that way I can like chew and swallow roughly and laugh without it disturbing the game.
Okay. Yeah, I will tell you at the end of the session because it will lead into your dream. So it's a nice like segue off. All right.
I mean, if you're truly fine holding on to it, Victor, there's nothing I can do to change your mind. I say we make our way to the second floor and try and get what we need.
I agree.
Kel?
Let's, warm up, shall we?
No, I definitely agree. I do have one thing I need to quickly take care of before we go down. And I want to go back to my room where I assume Otar's still sleeping at the foot of
A
my
lot of
makeshift
drool is
bed.
coming out the side of his mouth. Like he's got like big like side lips, so it's like
I'm gonna wake him up like I wake up my real dogs. And
Alright,
like
yeah.
kind of like scratch under his chin. Like, hey buddy.
he starts like getting up a little bit. He's like, oh, no, Kel, how are you doing?
Yeah, hi. What do I owe this visit? Pleasure of this visit.
Just checking up on your statistics. You know, your margins, your efficiency.
Yes. I mean, at the moment, I mean, you saw when I visited you kind of impromptu last night, where I kind of forced my way into your little realm there.
Yeah, very impressive.
Right, to escape a battle. So we're kind of in the middle of something. I don't think it should take much longer. So that's obviously putting a damper on business right now. But I don't remember if I had told you, but we have this whole thing going with the town at the base of this mountain here, and let me just say, like, if we keep in their good graces, I'm thinking, like, the franchise that we've already discussed, we're just gonna keep growing if they're open to it.
If they're open and you can secure the deal, I have some new hires who are looking to man a brick and mortar.
Wow. Yeah, no, I think if all goes well, yeah, no, I think we can definitely secure that.
Okay, yeah, keep doing what you're doing. And he like starts to like doze off a little bit and kind of get comfy again. He's like, yeah, your efficiency is great. Your margins are sky high. Your profit is extreme and valuable. Keep doing what you're doing. He falls back.
Oh, okay. Yep. I'll call on you if I need anything. But everything's good on the Western Front. So I'll see you later. It's very awkward conversation. Why did he visit me in my sleep? I feel like that is not a healthy boundary for work life balance.
Yeah, you know, if I was your boss, I'd be taking care of things differently. But that's just me.
Yeah,
Also,
if I was
I
your
don't
boss, I'd
imagine
probably. She just trails off. Anyway, let's go to the second story. Floor.
All
That's
right.
So I guess we'll make our way.
Oh wait, hold on. Back. There we go. Okay, you guys should be teleporting over.
Vindervat 2.
Whoa.
Whoa. And nothing has changed. It may look different because like the lighting stuff, but everything is relatively the same. Nothing major has happened this year.
Whoa. Spooky. Guys, there's a
Except
noticeably red
all the
filter.
coins around the thing are probably dim now or gone.
Yeah, there is like this moving black and red mass around the fountain, but that was there before, so it's now just in effect.
This is
I'll be back in a
up
second.
here. Is where the second floor was, right? The access point.
Yeah.
All right. So Jacqueline, with the party, we'll all approach it. We'll, my rocket and we'll have its little light and everything just in case. And yeah, she'll pull out the half skull and
Okay.
place it in.
Pull it out of your bag. It like almost magnetically like hits to the bottom part of the skull, and the walls start shaking a little bit and pulling open, and you see the mouth of a dragon open right at the door. So you can like almost like you're walking into its throat, and that dragon is Victor's past, present, and future dragon.
Wait a minute, I recognize this.
Hey, Victor.
Hey. What's up?
Might be a bit of a shock to see me here, but there was some business I had to do here, and it's pretty hard for you guys to get to the second floor right now, as of this moment.
What do you mean?
It currently doesn't exist.
What do you mean?
The space at which it occupied is no longer here.
What do you mean?
Imagine you had a 54 card pickup and you couldn't find the 4 other cards.
What do you mean?
Victor, it's
Can
not
we
there.
hear you, or-
Yeah, he's speaking out loud to you guys.
What?
So wait, you're telling us that it's not temporally in its place?
It's not
Corporeal, actually.
it's
Just
not
saying.
chronologically in its place right now.
She looks at Victor. So tempor, like yes, time-wise, it's not.
Wait, what do you mean?
Victor, let me talk for a second. Let me
So what you're telling us is we cannot progress to the second floor at this moment in time because the second floor doesn't exist at its current state right now.
Yes, but I can get you guys there. I don't know if Victor's told you about what I am. I might just be a dragon.
So wait, so why would you even tell us that? Just take us to the second floor.
Because
hold on, this is my best friend. All right, don't talk to him like that. Dragon, if you would please, with your gracious power of infinity, take us there.
that is the plan. However, I cannot take your flesh and bones there. I can take your souls there and put you into somebody else's and inhabit it for the time being. You will still have all of your abilities. You will still be you, but you to the outside will be somebody else.
What do you mean?
No.
What do you mean? Yeah, so, okay. You will be transported back in time to before Gadra happened. About 4 hours before it happened.
That works. I'm willing to take the chance.
Can we, before we do this,
I'll do it.
you're already a yes. Great Dragon, that's Victor's friend.
Mhm.
Are we able to interact with the past
Yes.
in a way that we could theoretically, like, we find a book we need and we bring it to the first floor here and it would be there for us?
You could take it with you. Presumably you do your job well and not mess this up. You could take anything from the past and bring it to the future.
Give me 1 second to go confer with something.
Okay. Sure, yeah. As
So,
I was
Dragon,
still
how you
open.
been?
I've been good, actually. It's a little cramped in here, I'm not going to lie. It's
Yeah,
cramped
you
and not
are a-
cramped because it's a tight space right here, but endless void behind me.
Wow. That's actually pretty cool. Can I see?
Have you ever heard of staring into the abyss and it stares back?
Actually, yeah, because I happen to have had an. Anyway, that's in the past.
The past.
Yeah. Anyway,
How have you
how's
been?
the? I've been great. I've been traveling around in the dark a lot. It's been very cold. I hate everything that's going on. Had a panic attack last night. Yeah, it was. I kind of just want to go back to the open sea, but I am contractually obliged to this group, and so business is business.
Business is business. So, any news on the wife?
Nope.
Okay.
Dragon
Although-
doesn't have a lot of tact.
Although, I have had a revelation of some sorts in the past minute or so.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What if, and hear me out, I move on?
Yeah, you could do that. Plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah. I don't know what I would start though. Do you see these scars and these birds? I'm hideous, Dragon.
You're not that bad. You're like a 6. You're an
No,
Ancora
I'm a-
6.
I am at least a 2.
Do you know how numbers work? Like rating systems work?
Yeah, I do. And I'm way at the bottom. No offense, Kel, but I think most women would take you over me. And there was a time where I would be highly
Wait,
offended by that.
Hey man,
What the
I know we're dragons. We're both dragon, sort of, but it's different ballpark.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kel. I apologize. I was out of pocket getting out of line.
I'll have you
man.
know, I am a Dragonborn 8. You're very tall.
I used to be a human 8, and now I'm a 2.
Oh wait, shit, I
Lazy.
think I'm actually really short. I think I forgot how tall
I think I'm-
Kel.
I always thought of Kel as tall. So if you're like 5'2", that would be
Yeah, like
hilarious.
Dragonborns are generally taller anyways, but I think I was like, I'm gonna make him 5'8" anyways, because then it's just good.
You're the
for
same
me
height as me.
to be conscious about.
wait, so Jacqueline's taller than both of you?
Yeah.
She's
That
6
made room.
feet, so.
I did
She's
not
taller than
write
all of
it
us.
in
I'm a
on my
boy.
Character sheet.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
like
man.
you're like an
Just-
actual kid.
Hello.
Oh, all right.
Oh, Dragon, I had one more question, actually.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Not regarding my future, but the status of something.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the answer now, it's completely fine.
I will eventually.
Maybe the next time I see you. I had a card somewhere.
Mhm.
An 8 of spades. With an old friend.
Oh, your card. Yes. What of it? Like where it's at, what it's doing, who's it meeting?
Is it still where it was?
Yes.
Good to know. That's all.
All right. Is your lady friend done? My jaw hurts.
Jacqueline? Jacqueline? Jacqueline!
So Jackin would have like left and went into Redford's old spell study room thing. Closed the door behind her and put like a chair on it so no one could come in.
Oh, hold on. I just want to let everybody know I have a cool module where if you slide on the door, like use your scroll wheel on the door, it peeks open and you can sort of like peek a little bit.
Wait, what?
If you
Oh god, he's in too deep.
select the door and then you go on a scroll wheel, you can like.
modules.
What if I
"Ah, my
scroll it?
brain."
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, you can like scroll it open or close.
Yeah.
But theoretically, this one you wouldn't be able to because
Yep,
there's a
it's
chair
locked.
against it.
Hold on, wait. Let me get it straight. It's locked. Can't
Cal,
get in.
you Vaughn, use knock. Start knock. I don't.
Once in there, she would, because she brought the mirror thing with her.
Mhm. I will let you know
Looking into the-
it's a little late, so Redford.
So like in the past, everybody would be like dead by now, right?
everybody's dead. So
That's fine. She just brought it just in case.
okay.
But she has the head of the person she wants to talk to regardless.
Okay.
And time works wishy-washy.
Time works wishy-washy.
So she pops out the book that she took from the 3rd floor, opens it up for the demon guy.
Zarek. Let me get him out here. Zorak.
Zorak, yeah.
My brother. Zorak.
I had his name, but I couldn't. There we go.
Opens up from the book, still in like a ghastly visage, and he goes, "Oh, we're in a okay. We're in a
Quiet. Shh. I don't want them to hear you. And then the time wizard's guy. What's his name again? My
Hardy.
notes say Hardy. Okay. So she looks at Hardy's head and she goes, "All right, between the two of you, how can I effectively get what I need in the past here?"
Well, from what I've heard, this is Zorak. From what I've heard, it sounds like you just walk out of the dragon's mouth and you walk back in, and then everything sounds fine. Dragons are pretty truthful in that regard. They don't like to lie.
Hardy.
Well, I've known a couple dragons in my day. They seem to be all right, but it seems strange that this guy is just offering himself up on a plate like that. I mean, theoretically, if you have this dragon work as like a converter of past to present, it sounds like it should work out.
All right. Theoretically, though, you think if I hid the books in any books I find that will be of use in this room, they'd be here for me on our return, correct? If I'm understanding time logic correctly.
Well, it sounds like you can just take them through the dragon and they'll appear here, like on your person. Because you are not being changed. Your visage is just being changed. Your body, your mind is still the same. You're just getting a makeover.
Got ya. She's like, all right, well, you were useless as she closes the book, puts it away.
Hey,
You
alright.
at least a little bit more, but good to know. And you said how much spell power will I need for this time bomb?
Depends on how big you want it, but if we're looking for the 10 by 10 by 10 radius, I'd say get Fior's
sections.
no, get Fior's autobiography.
Understood.
He likes to write a lot.
All right, and he'll have plenty of spell power stored up in his autobiography.
Yes, that should work.
All right, and she unprops the door.
Just bing.
Oh, Kel, hi. As she closes the door behind her.
What we were waiting on you. What were you up to in there?
I just was conferring with Hardy here on something to make sure I had the right information and understood things. I was a little wary in front of a dragon. I've never interacted with one before, so.
Okay. Yeah, dragons were very truthful creatures.
Well, okay, yes, I know you're part. I meant it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to potentially offend you, Kel. I just meant it like a full-fledged dragon. You know.
Yes, I got that. Like it's coming from a character with the +7 in deception.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Rest of you guys, are we going to go ahead and enter this dragon's mouth and get some new duds?
Yes, I think we're fine too. Hardy explained it well enough. We should be all right to get what we need and get back.
Right.
All right.
She looks at the dragon. If we're not, I'll remember your face.
I remember yours. And you walk in on like this sticky, like long tongue as you go down into like an ever dark hallway, just down and down and down and down and down.
Not ever dark because I'm using dancing lights.
All right, you see
Yeah.
a very long intestinal tube as you're like with like the flesh and the mucus like going down this guy's throat, and it's like
Quick, turn the
pulsing.
lights off. Turn the lights off. I don't want to see that.
And all right, hold on. Let me check everything. Let me check. Everything is good here. Okay, I think this is good. All right, here we go. And you enter. You walk out, and you walk up these steps, and you are in a black and white world. This is to signify the past. So everything you see is in black and white. But everybody else does not see in black and white. So if you'd be like, oh, it's kind of strange in here, they'll be like, what are you talking about? So just as a reminder to everybody. All right, and then let me tell everybody who you are.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love him.
Okay, so
Who is this lady?
God, I'm like Victor, but not.
okay.
Wait, are you the small guy?
Jack,
no,
you
that's-
are Castel Morwin. That is your name. Victor, you are Mayor Miles Locke.
Mayor Miles.
Mayor is not your first name. That is your title.
Yes.
And Kel, you are Cornelius Bowichin.
Bowichin. Ah,
And
yes.
Vaughn is already get up and moving. Vaughn, you are Octin Phelan Chikarin.
What was my girl's first name again?
Callista Morwin.
Alyssa Morwin. Got it.
Oh.
Wait, so we emerge in the same place, like so we can see each other. Not that we're all transformed all over the place. We have to figure out who we are.
No, so you guys come out of the stairway. You guys are split up on these stairs right here. And you guys can
okay.
see each other. You just like enter out through different things. So basically you are where these people were when this happened. But you have full control over them. It's not like a soul battle thing. You have complete control over their body. And you can do everything that you... Oh, you're walking into lava. You can do everything that you should be able to do as a character.
Didn't realize that was lava.
It's too black and white.
All right, Kel, you know where your book is located, correct?
As far as I know, I just know it's on the second floor.
Oh, I thought the
wait.
one guy gave us like
Oh,
it was
yeah.
quadrant like A2 or something like that, or B2.
Might have to
I
help
don't
me
know.
out
there's
here,
some two.
DM. Let me open up.
You are in B1 if the quadrants. So you are basically over here, if you can see the ping. You're in this general area is where your thing is at.
Do you guys think it's best right now before all shit goes to hell, we split and grab what we need to, and then,
Yeah, let's do it.
or should we stick together and go slow? I just want to have enough time to get everything we need.
Do you want to do duos?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we do, Victor, I mean, well, I just know him as Victor.
Split the
Victor and
wizards
I are
and-
both wizards.
Yeah.
So why don't each of us go with one of you so we have wizard power in a way, and then return here within 3 hours?
Yeah. Do we have I can't remember his name. Our boy.
Luke.
Oh, Percy?
Percy.
Percy is not here with you.
No.
He
Okay.
cannot transport through that time.
His soul's not exactly in act, so to speak.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
okay.
This is when I was thinking of this, it's sort of like you're watching a movie play out, but you're actors in it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
And you cannot leave this place until you're done. Like you leave once. He's not going to let you back in. This is an extremely hard thing to do for the dragon, and he knows that this is a very dire event that can happen, so he's allowing this to happen. But he's not just be like, take everything wholesale. Like,
Quick question, do I have Hardy's, I guess his head, but like, does he look like something different, or?
you do not have Hardy's head.
Shit, I was gonna try and be like, well, we can easily get where we need it. All right, so who wants to go with who? How do we want to split this up?
I'll go with whoever's standing next to me now.
Wait.
No, you're gonna have
That's
fun.
me. I'm
Oh wait,
over
then
on
I'll
the far
I'll
left.
go with the other person. How about this? This is perfect.
All right,
Who's
why don't we
gonna
do female and male combinations?
Kill, is that you?
Wait. I'm the one moving.
Who's next to me?
I'm the super dapper fellow.
Okay,
I'm
I'm also
I'm-
quite dapper.
all right.
but I'm
so
like
two dapper guys.
dapper.
I'm the one who looks like she's a brigand who made it in here somehow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll go with you.
All right, we're gonna go left. Why don't you guys? I don't know what either of you are looking for here. Try and find some items that we can, use.
okay.
We're gonna go get Kel's book, and I'm gonna try and find a few things.
Why are my boots so squeaky?
Yeah, what's that flame sound?
Yeah, let's
So-
go.
Why does my butt itch so badly?
My notes didn't save. Chuck, you say it's on A2?
B1.
Yeah, it's like north of us ish.
I think yours was on B1, if I'm correct. Jordan.
Darn child, what have we found here?
What's going on up here?
Okay, so you
Yeah.
guys enter on a council meeting that is happening. These are the 4 representatives of the Honorbjorn, Inkbinders, and the fuck, what's the other shit?
Is this our side or their side?
That is Matt's side. So whoever's with Matt right now.
Okay.
Let me pull up. And basically, the big 3, tribes and occupations here they meet here, and these are their leaders, and they are currently discussing the growing problem in level 3 right now. And it's kind of like a DEFCON alert right now.
Well, excuse me, gentlemen. Fine day we're having.
Oh yes, Captain, or Mayor, I should say. You're here.
Mayor, too. Yes.
Okay. Strange, you're doing an accent at this time, but
Yes,
thank
of
you,
course.
Yukon.
Yes.
Thank you, Yukon.
Grr.
You're here. I'm assuming you can alleviate the curse that is currently leaving the 3rd level. And
Oh,
who's
good
talking?
heavens, no.
That's why we called you here.
Yeah, of course.
And who's currently
Brief me.
talking-
What's going on down there?
Hella is currently talking to you. The one right there. So, and he has an otter on his left, on his left-hand side. And he's, the Inkbinders, they have regrettably unleashed Gadra from his prison. for some reason we don't know, and he's making his way up to the second level. We have currently sent all of the honor guard to go down there and try and exercise him, put him back in the prison, but it's not looking great right now.
Oh no, if only we had a handsome young devilish wizard with us.
Yes, that would be great.
What's the current situation? Are we sending anyone down there?
Currently, we've lost about 300 men.
Well, what do you mean?
300 men have died and become cursed by Gadra.
Ah, I see, I see. I think it's time I handle this myself.
Well, actually, Octolan, Phelan was supposed to do the actual ritual.
Oh.
I'm assuming that's why you brought her here. Your
Yes,
wife.
of course. Yes. Yes. Yes, of course.
Okay. I can't get over the fucking accent. They go, Miss Faye, have you brought the required materials, components, everything that you need to stop this from happening, from reaching the second level and beyond?
I'm trying to think of how to say what I want to do. I want to get in tune with my body, and not in like a creepy way. I want to like understand my powers.
Okay. Yeah, do an Arcana check and see if you can attune to your body in a fast track way.
You'll have to excuse Miss Faye. Quite a lot to drink last night, eh? Damn.
All right, that's a 15. So you can surmise some of your backstory, and that would kind of give you some of your powers. Like you know what to do. But keep in mind that if Vaughn cannot do it, you cannot do it.
Gotcha.
So you're just getting like the script basically of what is going on. So I'll just call her Phelan because she got a long ass name. But basically, Phelan is a priestess of a long forgotten religion, and she is here to stop Gadra from spreading it. This is a thing that she has tried to do on many other occasions. So she's followed Gadra around to different areas and tried to stop him from spreading. Most times it's worked, but he's always found a way to get out, basically.
I'm thinking about like, okay, if it's worked most other times, is the reason that it's not working now because I'm inhabiting Octon Thalen, but Chuck are in? I'm thinking. I'm just thinking, Chuck. I'm not asking you. I'm thinking. Maybe this luck dragon of the past, future, and present is not as good as we think he is. I am going to say to the sort of council, I do not have the components to perform the ritual. However, you all may help me in getting them. Where might I find the components?
Well, you can check the Forge Lords back to where we came from by the stairs. Falky is working the smiths tirelessly, trying to devise a contraption to trap him mechanically. Also, we have some troubling hearings from from Arem Tagi. He's locked himself in his chamber and he's trying to build another book to trap him in.
Where exactly is his chamber?
If you're looking at this like a grid, it's on B3, so it's in the middle and to the right.
Middle and to the right.
Yeah, if you can see my markings.
Okay.
Yeah, there. Somewhere in that area.
Come, Mayor. Let us take care of this business.
Aye. Lead the way.
All right, we'll go to the other group now, Group B. So Group B, you enter into this door and you see a large majority of ink binders scribing glyphs and wards to try and stop Godra from entering into this area. And they're all head down, long hair covering their faces as they're basically just using, they're putting their hand in ink and using their fingers to draw these wards so they can draw 5 at a time.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Let's
Uh,
just act natural and sneak by.
Or, and she just starts, like, Jacqueline just starts walking past them all.
If you're just walking past them, they are going to all look at you and shh, we are concentrating. This is a valuable process. Your business is elsewhere. This is not a room for the public.
She just waves it like, yes, I know, we're getting to where we need to go. Quiet.
There's no doors back there. This is a one-way room.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, you can keep going.
Very sorry about my friend. She's
Oh,
quite
yeah.
tenacious. There's no doors. Oh.
One of them say, Column, get these people out of here immediately. As they reach into the air.
Do I see
will-
books on that I'm looking for?
Okay, make an investigation check. Kel, and then Jacqueline will do your thing because you have a separate thing. Yours is a bit more secured.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
Ooh.
20. Okay. Now, the book you were looking for, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the Planar book. It's a very like comprehensive guide to planar travels and stuff like that. Okay, great.
Yeah, Horizon Walking.
Horizon Walking. You looking through the shelves. You're in the H section. You go down. Humphrey's Big Adventure. Who Dignall's Grand Odyssey. How to Kill Goblins.
Well, I grabbed that one.
Okay.
Just in case.
And then you see Horizon Walking. Walking Too Fast? Question mark. And that's the book.
It's a good start. I'm gonna throw it in my satchel.
And then, Jacqueline, we'll do your book now. Now, I think your book was a little bit more secured. Being it was like set for you, I think, based off all the deals and shit.
Yes.
So, you see going down, you see the skull on a table with a bunch of papers and a book spread open. I need an investigation check from you.
Ooh.
6.
You remember? Remind me who like told you that you're gonna get this book? Was it Spellford?
Yeah, Spellford and Hardy in the past, like the two of them in the past were like, yeah, we'll get it set.
Okay. So in that confrontation, you remember that they were gonna like hide the book so that it wasn't immediately spotted, because the book that you wanted is kind of like a big boy book, and if it was out, people would be like, oh, we get this book back. So you have a bit of trouble finding it. It might not be in this specific hallway. It might be in a different room, or you might have to do something to sort of identify yourself as you, so the book can be grabbed.
All right, she's gonna stop what she's doing, like, so that it's really quiet, like, get it as quiet as she can, like, into, like, kind of naturalize everything going on around her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna do her blade song, like, whistle, because, like, that would kind of, in her mind, prove, like, in a way, or, like, it might, maybe they, kind of did something so that it can help, in some kind of capacity.
Yeah. You sing your blade song whistle, and you hear from the hallway next to you, like a latch unlock. If you ever had like mechanical latches that like flip open,
Yeah.
you hear that open. But you see this guy appear out of like the ground as he like comes up, phases through, and he goes, "What is your business here?" And we're gonna go to the other people right now.
Okay.
All right. So, who is going to do shit first? Matt, you wanna do your thing?
Yeah, I'm over here with Falky, and I'm like, "Great Falky, what is this magnificent?" I gotta do a weird accent. Sorry. Great Falky, what is this magnificent? What is this device?
Okay. Yeah, that's the accent. Okay.
I can't stick with that. I can't stick with that.
Let's get a new
I
accent.
can't do that. I can't do that.
So Falky is this little man, a big bushy mustache, kind of like fucking what's that president's name? U.S. president?
Taft.
Taft. Yeah. He like a big.
Ulysses
I know that. I'm not even American.
Yeah. It shows how bad I am. But he has like these big circle glasses, big mustache, and a little beret hat, kind of like a Goofy hat, I should say. He's got like the Goofy the dog hat, and he is currently sticking his hands into the lava pit and like molding clay. It looks like an action that would mold clay.
Wow. I was gonna say I shake him violently, but I was like, I say to him quietly, to ignore a woman is such a deep slight, especially in this year, the year
We're going to die.
7th.
What, I mean, are you here to get the curse out? Are you here to put Godra back? Are you here to go down there and fight with your hands and die? What are you here for?
Yeah, I'm here to get your fucking contraption and go down there. Jesus Christ.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little stressed right now. Okay. I'm almost done working on it. I need a part, and it's around here somewhere. I don't know exactly where it's at, but it should be around here somewhere. I think my assistant, he should have it. And he points over to his right, and he goes, Fia
Is
should have
right
it."
over here.
Yep. He goes, Fia should have the part. He's been working on it meticulously. Please bring it here. I know you're very delicate and all that, but please.
Fear, bring me a part that your master needs.
Yes, ma'am. And he goes, and he walks over, and he, from his anvil, he brings over what looks to be like a very, on the side of a book, like where you would put it in a bookshelf. It's a very hard metal and decorative casing, or like binding for the book that he's made out of metal.
Okay.
And he goes, "Thank you. Hopefully this will work."
Okay. I take it from Fear and say, you didn't bring it to me fast enough. And then I leave.
He hangs his head down in shame, and the door closes behind you.
Okay. I bring the piece over to Falky and I say, Falky, you devil, here is this piece you require.
And out of the lava, his hands come out, dripping down with magma, and it looks like the coverings of a hard case book that he's been making. So this was
Okay.
like the spine of the book, and this is the outside now.
Mm,
And he goes,
very cool.
"Thank you. I will begin welding this together. Who are you again?"
I am Octin Thalen Chakarin, priestess supreme. And I slap him across the face and I walk away.
Make a performance check with advantage.
Okay.
I don't think I fixed advantage yet, so just roll 2 performance checks. I still need to figure out why the fuck it's not working.
Oh my
Wow.
god, what are the odds?
Both 15, crazy.
He walks away and he goes, "I hate when she does that." Victor, what are you
He's-
doing?
Well, you see, I'm Mayor Miles Locke, but I'm actually Victor Arlo, so I'm going to these doors.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
This is Falky's office,
Hmm.
or where he would work when he's not out in like the actual forge.
Interesting, interesting. Is anything useful in here? Looks like, or just a forge?
Just a forge. Nothing extremely interesting besides like the basic workings. That's a storage room you've entered. Give me an Arcana check when you are out here on like the main area.
Arcana.
Your wizard senses pick something up.
Wait a minute. My wizard sense.
No, maybe not.
Oh my god, my wizard sense. 15.
You have the equivalent of a reminder on your calendar app come up into your brain, but you don't know what the reminder is.
There's something I need to do. There's something I need to do.
And it's localized in this bottom area right here.
I'm sorry, where?
In this bottom area. So, like, this massive forge, you know, the heart of the forge.
Okay. I'm checking this other door. It's locked! Ah, well,
You're
I tried.
lying to me. It's not locked.
Oh, no,
It's just lagging.
it's just slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fire.
Give me another investigation check.
Investigation.
I'm really trying to flex your int stat right now. You're not making it easy. Oh, actually
19?
you are. Actually, you're crazy. You see the schematics, and you have some familiarity with schematics and stealing them, of something that you can't read since our lovely translator is gone. But it looks like it says markings similar to outside that would indicate forge, and it's a hammer.
If I put it upside down, can I read it?
Fuck no, you can't read that shit.
Yes, of course. Forge, huh?
Yeah, it's something strange. It's a hammer, and it's red. It looks like it's red.
Hmm.
And we'll go back to Kel and Jacqueline. This like fox spirit with chains on its head, and it looks like it's wearing a mask with like a dog or a collar on it with chains shooting out of it, an ethereal body floating behind it, long like decrepit hands, filled with books. Like it's got a class to go to, and it's got too many books. And then it's holding another book in its hand with its ribcage exposed, with a blue aura emitting from it. And then I think he asked, "What are you two doing here?"
Oh, hold on. What was the voice? Hold on.
What are you doing, mate? What?
No, it was like this. I talked like one of the Beatles. Way more posh. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. Me and my good lady here were just on our way out. We're sorry to have caused a disturbance.
There we go. Jacqueline just kind of looks at you. She's like, can she like make it past this thing up to this hallway, or like if I tried to move past him here?
You couldn't move past him. He's a pretty imposing like presence, so just physically walking through him is not possible.
I can.
I need you to move.
I'm not gonna move. Your friend stole one of our books.
No, you misunderstand. I'm not stealing one of your books. I'm merely taking it out. You see, I'm on orders from the mayor. You see, I'm the chief curator of the National Art and Literature Gallery.
Based where? There's thousands of nations.
Yes, well, actually, I'm working for the ambassador to Ancora Bay.
Oh, you're with Corella. Why didn't you say so?
Oh, I didn't realize her name carries so much weight around here. I'll keep that in mind.
Yes.
Yes. Now she's very interested in some of these finer texts, so I have permission from our good friend Hardy that I'm allowed to take just 2 copies off your shelves.
Now I don't know if you didn't get the memo or not, but Hildra has got the books that she sent for, and he's currently here.
Hildra's here, eh?
Yes, it would make
Oh.
sense.
Yes, that would make total sense, and I would know that.
I was just looking like, what the
We
fuck is going
work
on?
for the
Who are these
same
people?
person.
Now that you know what we're here for, can you move so I can get what I'm required to get?
Well, yes. Just let me see your library card.
Hold on. I don't have. Yeah,
Can I? I don't. But can I? Hold on.
I don't have minor illusion. I've got.
I have. I have minor illusion. Can I have minor illusion a library card?
Yes, but it will be subjected to a check.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do the FBI like just flash it?
Minor illusion. All right, here we go.
Oh, spooky. It's a big library.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the animations and shit. Oh.
It's 10 feet tall.
All right, here we go.
It's 10 feet tall.
It's a giant library card.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh
Damn.
shit!
I
That's
don't know how to like delete the blue square thing.
Oh, you have to go into your sheet and then delete the template from your minor. Here, I got it. Don't worry. There you go. Gone. Right?
That's hilarious. We've been in a library, and not one time did I think about a library card.
I
Yeah.
didn't think they had them.
And then
Yeah. Fucking Corella's name 100 years in the past?
And
And
Hildra.
That shit freaks me out.
I think we need to go back to Ancora Bay.
fuck the square. All right. Yeah. So he goes. Hold on. Let me look. And he shakes it, and it just disappears into dust. And he goes, "Was that an old card? Tell me that was an old card."
That card was like 350 years old minimum.
Wow. Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage. As you look up and see, celebrating our 250-year anniversary, Vinderbot 7.
Oh,
Which one did you say? Persuasion, disadvantage?
Yeah, persuasion disadvantage.
Oh. Oh!
Oh, 30, 24 dollars.
Yeah, +3. Oh, that's a.
I got it from Hardy. You know how his.
Legacy
gets-
member, your grandfather did from Vinderbot 6.
Yeah, so if you'll excuse me now.
Yes, madam, do as you will, do as you will.
All right, what do I see? Do I see like a latch in here or anything?
Yep. On this couch, it says Redford's couch. This is his reading corner.
God, this guy's such a dick. Love him.
And you can flip up the bottom seat, kind of like a stowaway bed,
Yep.
and you find the books you're looking for. I don't know if you want to say anything else, but you find the books that you're looking for.
All the books I'm looking for, or?
Yeah.
Yes, I got the complete set now too.
Is that a limited
Um,
edition Lord of the Rings from 1963?
No,
Hell,
1693.
She kind of looks back and sees Kel's like that. Kel, can you go talk to him for a second? I don't want him to see what I'm taking because he might stop us again.
Very well.
She like waits till you're literally in conversation, not looking, and then puts all like. She was taking like one of the like meh books, but then she takes like. I think she wanted like 3 or 4 books. So.
Yeah. Send me a list of the books real quick that you wanted, just so I know. I'm pretty sure, but I just want to make sure.
Okay, I have to look through my notes. It might be a minute. Maybe post session, just real quick
Yeah,
run through. 'Cause I don't remember if I wrote them all down.
Yeah,
But
post-session.
one of them is the autobiography of whatever his name is.
Of,
Actually, wait. I don't think because he wouldn't have. I would still need to find that
you still need to
theoretically.
find Falky's book or Falky's autobiography.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
All right.
still on
So
the
she got the
prowl, but
ones.
all the ones that you were like, "Hey, bro, hook me up," you got them.
Tell me, what kind of spirit man or spirit are you?
I guess I'm bound to serve here. I mean, it's a really it's our own thing. I'm bound to the library.
Oh, that doesn't. Sounds like you have some good job security then, at least. Not a lot of
and he
freedom, though.
points to the chains around his head.
Oh,
You feel a
they
tap
don't
on your
shake
shoulder.
much.
Kind of like
Those
that
look
one.
like they chafe.
No, this long mane, and he points like his flowing hair,
Oh, wow.
dark blue hair in the background.
If
Very gorgeous. Well, my friend, did you get everything you're looking for?
I'm just looking for one more book. What's your name again, spirit thing?
Kalam.
Kalal. Okay. Do you know where the autobiography of Phallic would be?
I didn't know he was writing one.
Yeah, it's one of the newer. Hardy said to pick it up just in case. Do you know where his offices would be then?
C3, but like I said, I didn't know he was writing one. So you might have to talk to the man himself.
And do you know where he would be?
Probably by the heart of the forge.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're gonna take our leave. If you're still here in say 100 years and you need someone to unbind you, I may know someone who might be able to help.
Yeah, hopefully we defeat Gadra, and I can wake up tomorrow and read more books.
Yeah. You won't, but goodbye. Also, meet me on the first floor. Well, they would be on the first floor. In 100 years around this time at night. Bye. She just starts walking.
I turn to like the other ink binders after she storms away. It's just like, thank you so much for your hospitality. And then just
Yeah, they're not entirely happy with you guys. You guys are loud.
As we're like walking out, Jacqueline's just like, you shouldn't waste your words on dead men.
Well, they're not dead yet. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit too much into character.
I understand, Gil, but still, we're. Anyway, let's go see if we can find Falky, whatever his name is, by the forge.
All right, and then we'll go back to the other group. What are y'all doing?
That's a good question. So we've got this. You said the other component was over here, or do we have both the components?
You have both components to house the book. You have like the shell, and you have the side binding. The stitching of it.
All right.
would
Did you
just-
say there was something in B3?
Yeah. Hella, the person you were talking to, she said, go see RM Togi. He's trying to do something with a book, and we need to figure out what's going on because he's locked himself in his chambers.
Oh, that's not the way to get there.
Fine day for being the mayor.
I'll let you guys know
Yes.
the entrance is up here.
Okay. Sorry, I can't see what other people's characters can see or not see.
No,
And
you only see
so-
what your own character can.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so it's a
But you
little
can
weird
see his, you can see
navigating.
his pings. Like if you zoom out, he's like pinging up north.
Oh fuck! Hello? 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 Ah, Jesus Christ! God!
Yes, very bright,
The fuck is so loud?
oh shit! It was the sound fucking thing.
Wow.
Is this from Jake? Because I'm
I'm
muted
getting
Jake.
flashbanged. Whew.
Oh, Jake's playing really nice music right now.
Oh, okay.
Hello? Hello? I accidentally rang your doorbell about 15 times.
Oh, just activate the sound of the portal like 1,000 times.
Precedent.
Oh,
Now that I'm deaf.
Could I roll perception in this little room to like investigate and see if, or investigation, I guess,
yeah,
to see if there's anything in here that is noteworthy?
throw an investigation out.
Can I also do an investigation?
Yeah.
I wanna turn this place upside down. Ooh.
There's nothing in there.
Not a damn thing. It's a chair.
Nice.
It's an empty room.
Nice. It is an empty room.
You're in the hallway. That's what you see.
Fuck. Hmm. Oh wait, what's this? Hello? Hello?
This
Hello?
room's so hard to get to.
Hello? Open this door. Oh, another door. Oh, this is quite awkward. Quite claustrophobic in here. Oh, hello.
Those
Hello?
are sealed books. Similar to the prison setup you saw, but a bit more lax. This is if what's his name, Zorek, was in like Alcatraz Island. This is like a bit more of a cushy prison. They let him have
Aw.
like activities and hobbies.
Okay, I want to see what's in these books. Like, who's in these books?
Yeah, totally. Let me pull up my book sheet real quick.
Yeah, it's Jeff, Gregory, and Samuel.
And Stan!
All right. So,
These guys never learn how to read.
you have okay, so you have one book called Plague.
Okay.
You have one book called Emperor. You have one book called Flora.
I said Flora?
Flora.
Okay.
And you have one book called Lilar. Lalar. Lilar.
Lalar. Lalar.
Lilar. Whatever.
Lilar. Okay.
Pronunciation.
I'm gonna go up to Lilar and I'm gonna say, "I will free you if you help us fight Godra."
The pages like shoot open and they start like flipping through really fast. And you see on one of the pages the ink reside and just one word comes up out of the ink and it says offer ?
I say, "Yes, this is an offer. I can free you if you can help us defeat Godra."
Pages flip, you go to a page, ink resides. How ?
You tell me, you little piece of shit. It's your future that's on the line, not mine.
Flip
I
through
think you're being
again.
a bit too harsh.
Flip through again and you see all the ink resides off the pages.
Did it work?
For Lilar or for all of them?
For Lilar. You're talking to Lilar right now.
Yeah. I'm talking to Lilar right now. The ink
Maybe put a
just
bit more
recedes.
honey on it.
This is the floor right with the book destroying machine.
That's a page above you. Or
It's up on the first floor.
it's up on the first floor. And you cannot leave this floor, I will say.
They don't know that.
That's true. That's true. You want to help out, Mayor?
Ah, you see? Well, listen here, Lar. If that's your real name. How about you give me some of that sweet power you got, and I give you some of this sweet freedom I got?
Flip through again. Unlock? Question mark.
Ah, I can. With this, I pull up the schematics.
Flip through, flip through, flip through. Stop. Flip through, flip through. An arrow points to the one next to it.
Who's the one next to it? Laura, Emperor, or Plague?
Emperor.
Emperor.
Ah, see?
Flip through, flip through. Forge heart?
Yeah. We'll make a great master key, get you all free.
Flip through, flip through. Destroy, period.
Destroy your cage or the forge?
Flip through, flip through. Forge heart.
Okay. Mayor, get out of here.
Sorry, folks. I have work to do.
I imagine you have like a top hat and a cane and you're like shuffling around.
Oh, what?
I take the book and I tear it in half.
Oh!
Lila or Emperor?
Emperor.
Yeah, you killed it.
I killed it.
You ripped the book.
What's going on here? Oh my god, what's going
I
on
thought
in
the
here?
book was binding it.
No, you need to. No, it's a prison. Imagine you're in a prison cage and you just fucking drop a truck on it. The person in there is dead.
God, no.
You will all be next if you don't want to help us out, eh?
Oh no, my
He'll do it. She'll do it. She's crazy. She's crazy.
I'll save you. No,
So what do you say, Flora? How about the mayor, eh?
flip through, flip through, flip through. Use and then the one next to it. Oh shit! It was Lila, Emperor, Plague. Plague opens up and they form two words. That says "Use Forge Heart."
Then why did the Emperor want the forge heart destroyed, eh?
Okay, I'm gonna take Liler out of the box.
Okay.
I'm gonna rip the back page out, and I'm gonna say, Liler, fucking tell us why the Emperor wanted us to destroy the Forge Heart.
On the back it says communication.
I rip out another page. Be more
clear.
specific.
Breakdown.
Rip out a page.
Ow.
Rip out 5 pages.
Communication.
Communication error? There's a breakdown? Huh? If only we
Did
had
you
a
rip another
dashing
page?
young wizard.
Communication with whom?
Another page. Infinity.
Communication with Infinity. Use Forge Heart.
That's not the right campaign.
I know.
Wait a second. Where the hell are we? What do you make of this, Phelan? Eh?
If you guys need a help, I will help you.
Please, God.
This
I
was
don't
a
get
while
it.
ago. Okay, so if we can turn back time to the Dyson Sphere.
Alright.
When Matt
fuck.
used Identify on the Dyson Sphere,
Oh.
do you remember how it felt to enter into the Dyson Sphere?
I
It was
remember.
killed,
I remember that the guy we killed was inside, and he was like worshiping the center of it.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember what he said?
I can check my notes. Let me see.
Well, okay, I'll just say it. He said something to the effect of, "This is the never-ending everything."
Oh no.
Never ending everything.
We need to make the 4 chart.
You don't gotta tell me twice. I've got it right here. I don't know what to do with it. I can't read it actually. Can you read it?
I cannot try to read it.
Yeah, if you have like comprehend languages, or if you're just gonna fucking like.
I have comprehend languages.
Oh yes, then you can totally read it. Casting comprehend languages.
God damn it.
Wizards, am I right?
Yeah.
My other game is turning into a fucking casters only too. That's crazy. Like just all on their own. They're like, I love casters. Anyway, you read the schematics to make the 4 chart. Now a lot of it you can't understand just because it's like technical jargon, like 2.5 megaflops of energy. But this is a purely destructive tool that comes out of the 4 chart to break stuff that is extremely hard to break, is basically what you can surmise.
Love it. We're gonna fucking use it, baby.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna make it and we're gonna use it. Fuck these books.
Freedom is the last thing that the book's like. Freedom?
More than just freedom. Vengeance. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Before that, I've got Laurel in my hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, as we're walking away, as we walk, I'm going to tear a page out, like with every step. So it's just a scattered string of pages.
Okay. On the pages, you see ow, irk, oh, like a bunch of like hurt sounds basically as you're tearing this page off.
Onomatopoeias.
Yeah.
Oof, oof, oof.
As another
Phelan Chakarin, famed book torturer. That's that's going to be her her
And you see-
superlative.
I'm a famed book torture enabler.
Go to the next group. What are you guys doing?
Who's this guy in front of us?
The guy in front of you, his name is Falky.
You, Falky. Yes. Where's your autobiography?
Oh, you're interested in my literary works? Well, it's still being written.
Where is it?
Well, it's on me. I write it when I write little journal entries and keep myself entertained.
Ah. Can I see it?
Well, this is part 2. I have one in my. Who are you? Why are you asking me this?
I was told by Krella to see your autobiography's progress.
Oh yes, Hildra's editing it right now.
Okay, so can I bring part 2 over to part 1? We have to bind it before things get too dire.
Dire? What do you mean dire?
Just with the way things are going. I'm just a messenger being told to gather this for Hildra and bring it to him because you were doing something here busy work-wise.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Busy work. Yes. He's up at the at A1 right now. He's editing. If you'd like to go visit him, you can. It's.
Yes. Okay. Can I have your pages to bring to him, though? Is what I'm saying.
Oh yes, sure. Yeah. Don't want to be working by the fire and catch a light.
Does he give me them or?
Yeah.
Okay. I push him into the fire.
No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
But I take the pages and I turn towards Kelm like, I have somewhere to be. Can you wait here for the others and to have them stay here for a minute? I'll be right back.
I suppose. Are you okay? I just don't want you to be alone in a potentially dangerous
Don't worry,
situation.
I'll be fine. Where do I have to go?
Up here.
Okay, so I guess left here.
Yep.
Ah, shit. I should really take this off push to talk because it keeps. All right, there we go. I just need to load back in. But yeah, I'm gonna make my way over to where Hildra is editing then. Apparently, like really weird.
All right.
Okay, so she gets here. I guess I'll try the southern door.
Not in there.
What is in here?
You see a suit of armor with a mix of like, I guess you wouldn't know. It's a suit of armor.
Does it seem magical in nature?
No.
Does anything in here seem magical in nature?
No.
All right, then she's just gonna. If you can't figure any of this out, you're just gonna go try the other door.
And you see Hildra with a large scroll on his back that almost is like the size of him. And he's sitting down in a chair and he's currently working on editing the biography.
Hello, are you Hildra by chance?
Yes, I'm husband to Corella.
I mean, if that's your moniker, sure. Hildra.
Yeah.
Husband.
I love my wife.
I'm glad to hear. I'm sure she loves you very much.
We should be getting married soon.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Can I have what you're editing right now? I need to bring it over. Falkney, whatever his name is, wants it. He's by the forge.
As far as I know, he was still writing part 2.
He finished up most of part 2. He just wants me to. He needs a cross-reference check something he wrote in part 1, so he wanted the copy that you had. So he sent me up here to grab it from you to bring down to him so that he can just edit something in that he wanted to, then bring it back to you for full editing of the whole shebang.
Give me a deception check.
Damn.
Okay. What? You mean that's totally...
Gonna wish I was. Oh,
Alright,
nice.
shit.
Nice.
Well, I'm almost done, so yeah.
I mean, I'm fine to wait however many minutes or whatnot. If you can... How long do you think till you finish?
Well, we're on age 23, and this is when, he broke up with his wife.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a dense topic for him. He wrote a lot.
And that's unedited, correct?
Yeah, I'm currently editing it right now. He's a terrible speller.
And you're almost done editing it, though, even though it's dense.
Yeah, about.
Okay, and again, so then that leads me to my question of how long till you finish?
Well, I don't know. Probably about 10 minutes.
Can you tell me what the armor in the other room does by chance?
Give me a persuasion check.
You left the charismatic guy at home.
12? It's not the worst.
Yeah, it's an
Pretty good.
armor I'm making. Wife needs it for work.
Ooh.
Okay. I guess I'll be back in 10.
Yeah.
As she goes to leave, another question. Your wife, Corella? Corella. What is she like? Is she an ink binder by chance? Does she?
No, she's a Karen. Not Karen. Charon. Carrion.
Oh.
Do I know what that is offhand, or is that like?
Give me an Arcana check.
Come on, the one thing I'm slightly decent at. 16.
It's just myths. And they're normally
Oh.
false.
All right, I'll be back in 10. Thanks for nothing. As she closes the door.
Thanks, nerd.
All right. Kel, what are you doing?
I'm hanging out with Falky.
Yeah, just chilling by the fire.
I think, yeah. No, I think I opened up the book I grabbed, just to like double check that it's got like the info that like I need.
Yeah.
Or that I want.
You open up to the table of contents. You see like a description of all the known realms and domains. You see a similar, if you remember the first book you got about planeswalking, about like teleporting magic and how it works in between planes.
Yeah.
You see,
And like with the beacons or whatever they were called.
You
And
see
okay.
beacons. But you see for personal teleportation, like on a smaller scale, they're called no beacons.
No beacons.
Yeah, no beacons. So NO dash beacons.
OMO. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's like it allows you to travel between like planes without having to have like a central
Yeah, but
like beacon to.
the problem is it's very physical. So if you're like, I want to go to the ocean domain, flip, I'm in the ocean domain exactly where I was, like in correlation to the world. So it's faster and it doesn't require like a central thing, but it's also doesn't require
You're going
a central
to
thing. Like you're just
going wherever. You're not going to like a predetermined like, hey, this is a safe spot to teleport to. Gotcha. And okay, I mean, yeah, I don't know how much time I have to read the book. Anything that says where I can find these kinds of things, or like how I can. I don't remember if the last book, if it said anything about like being able to sense like beacons or access them.
Being able to sense beacons comes with like a beacon station itself. But if you're trying to do it just intuitively, that's a trained thing. It's sort of like picking up on magical ley lines in itself in this world.
I'm not even. I think it might actually be a third level ranger thing.
Oh
where,
yeah,
like for Horizon Walk, you actually like learn to sense portals.
Yeah, so that in the game,
so
you eventually become well tuned enough to be like, I think there's one there, or this is where one would be.
Okay.
Mo beacons are normally made by Red Sea pirates, and they're very hard to get for the reason of you don't need like a central thing to govern it.
Red Sea pirates, eh? Okay.
That sounds fucking awesome.
That's the science organization that was brought in on the first session I never used because
I think
not
I've
big
got
into
some
science.
questions for our good magical item maker.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then besides that, it's like a traveler's guide to like, hey, maybe if you see red sparks with your Mo beacon, don't travel there. That's lava. Like you'll instantly fall into a pit and die. So there's like a traveler's guide to being safe while plane hopping.
Bit of a hitchhiker's guide to the multiverse.
Yeah, some would say.
Always bring a towel. Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Back over to the other group. What are you guys doing? As you're dismantling this book and saying, ow, 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 ow.
Torture.
So it looks like we found ourselves in the office of one. I don't know who. I'm gonna ask.
Oh shit! There's somebody in here. Oh shit.
So I'm gonna say you're not in the room. You're just outside the room, like you're looking at.
Okay.
Just because inside the room is this like a crazy lightning storm that's happening. It's like a bunch of magical energy crystals are like shooting off and bouncing off each other. A bunch of lightning is like cross interfering and shooting off each other. And you ask this guy's name and he goes, I'm Liflin Torfajord. I'll tell you how to spell that. LIFTJORFADOL. Very hard name to pronounce.
Lift. Excuse me, Lifty. Where are we?
Liftjor Lord.
Liftjor Lord. And he is trying to. It looks like he's bouncing all these lightning spikes off of like a big sword he's holding.
So does he look like he's in control?
It looks like he may have overestimated how crazy this would be, but he's still like confident in holding fast.
He's
Can
still
I-
confident in holding-
Can I use Arcana to help him?
Yeah, you can use Arcana or you can use a Strength check to like actually hold the sword up.
Oh God, no, Arcana.
Whoa! Strength, get out of
Whoa,
here!
whoa, whoa!
You seen our party? Come on.
Listen here, Lefty. You're in the presence of your almighty mayor, eh? Arcana, baby. Shit.
Oh.
You try to like control some of the lightning, but it just like zaps your fingers and burns your fingertips a little bit.
But what if I told you I was lucky?
Hey! After zapping your fingertips and burning your fingerprints off for a second, you realize that it's going in a pattern. The lightning is going in a pattern. So it's like bouncing in a triangle and then it's going in a square, but really fast. So you can try to like predict where it's going. What do you want to do with the lightning?
And the other. Lefty, you're gonna take this lightning. You're gonna put it in your sword.
Yes,
you're gonna
yes,
help me.
put in the sword.
Ah!
You shoot like this Kamehameha blast of lightning out of your fingers, and it goes right into his sword, and he's like, yes, finally the sword is charged. I can kill Gadra now.
Lefty, you're my favorite person I've ever met. Let's go.
Okay. Who are you?
You don't recognize me?
I didn't get up
I'm
much.
Mayor Miles Locke.
What's your city?
Angora Bay, baby.
You're far, very far from home.
Oh, I know.
Thank you.
Believe me. You know, if you happen to be in the area about 100 years from now, you find a very dashing wizard, give him a hand.
Is that your
Eh?
grandson?
Yes.
You're very old.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm off to go kill the demon curse that's destroying all of our peoples and our freedom. So
Great. I'm going to help you momentarily. I have a book to read. I mean, I have a book to read.
people fucking talk about books all the time here. I'm not a big
I know.
reader. I'm
Me
more,
neither.
I'm an audiobook guy. I let the Sending Stone read me the book. Like I buy a Sending Stone of a book that's already read, and somebody's reading it. That's how I read. I do work. I'm a lot more productive that way.
Is genius. I'm more of a picture book guy myself, actually.
So are my kids. And he walks out. And he walked out with a big confidence, and he's gonna head out.
Yes. Sorry, Miss Faye. Where are we going? Had to catch lightning in a
We're
bottle.
following
first.
him, right?
Oh, well, yes, of course. Yes, yes.
That's really funny watching you take it. Oh yeah, sure.
As I hard turn around.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't move. Oh no, I can't move. Help me! Help me!
He's locked in.
Ah,
Whoop. Oh, I put you in.
Oh,
So,
God.
okay, so I've got a question for you, Chuck.
Yeah.
Do we like? You might have said this, and if you had, I apologize. Like in traveling back in time, I guess we just rested for the day, right? Like
Oh, shit.
everything's fine. Yeah.
Hold on. All right. That was weird.
Is my Peregrine spear, since I'm attuned to it as Vandalus von Werner, and my soul is here. It only like the maximum it can travel is 12d4. Like is the maximum damage it can do is 12d4 worth of damage, right? It's like that's the max, right?
Okay.
But can I summon it through space, given that I'm still attuned to it?
Yeah. Are you sure you want to kill this guy?
No, I'm not saying right now.
Okay.
I'm not saying right
Okay.
now. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will say, like I said, you can summon it. It takes a round to get to your hand, so 6 seconds
Yeah.
from where we said. I believe that's the ruling we said.
It's insane.
Yeah.
We like go to see God. Godra, we're facing you here. Sonic boom.
But remember, it can only do 12d4 damage. That is the max
Right.
it can do,
No, I mean-
regardless of anything.
How long it travels? Yeah. So I was just asking because I figure, you know, if we're headed off to fight Godra, it might this might be the time. So
Miss Faye, you think we should gather our allies and go follow this guy? Huh?
yeah, let's gather our allies. Let's tell the council what has been going on, and let's tell them we've got the book. Sort of. God damn it! Get out of the way.
Oh God! Open the door, please!
I don't
I
know.
can't
This...
even-
Oh, wait,
Open the
hold on.
door.
There's the sound. There.
Oh,
There. Too loud.
wow.
Okay, let's
likes
tell-
his bells loud.
Oh, sorry. I
No,
lost
let's
my
meet
accent
with
there.
our pals first. Let's meet with our pals first.
Yes, our trusty allies that would not betray us at a moment's notice. Eh?
Lift is
Boy.
fiercely behind.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, he just teleports
Yeah,
and he's
whoa,
like,
whoa.
I'm off to fight Godra.
All right. How about you wait 1 minute?
Okay.
We're going to help you. Wait at the doorway. There's going to be a white fog. Don't walk through it yet.
Oh, yes.
Allies.
All right. Before we get going, Jacqueline. It's been 10 minutes. About. Go back.
All right, before she goes in there, like during these 10 minutes, she's gonna cut some of these cords and like put some of this liquid into a vial, just because.
Yeah. I think you can automatically know what it is. It's blood.
Oh, okay. Well, screw this guy. She's gonna cut all of them.
A bunch of blood just shoots out everywhere. Yeah. That. Yep.
All right. She just puts the she's gonna keep the vial. I mean, it could be powerful blood. I don't know. She'd have to look into it, but she'll go and open the door. Oh, thanks for closing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. It's been 10 minutes.
Here you go, ma'am. Finished work.
Perfect. Do you have anything you'd ever want your wife to know, or your future wife to know, just in case?
Shit. That I love her, and that maybe she should stop, being a Karen.
Gotcha. All right. Can I have maybe? Do you have an item so I can give it to her, and just in case I see her, to let her know that you care about her?
Yeah. Oh shit. He's like looking around, and he's like, hold on. And he gets in between his eye and gets in the skin right here, and he pulls a part of it off, and he goes, "Here you go."
She just gives the most disgusted ugh.
She'll
People.
get it. She'll get it.
Okay. Well, bye. She closes the door.
All right.
She's gonna make her way. You know what? Before she gets back to Kel, she's gonna just quick run. Is there anyone in this hall that she sees, down the steps in this area? I guess not.
You would. This is the council chamber. So down here is where the four are. The big four.
Oh, okay, so she sees these people talking, basically.
Yep. A bit more panicked now. It's probably been about an hour, since you guys have been here, maybe 2. They're looking a bit more panicked. As
All right, she's gonna circumnavigate them and head. Basically, she's gonna just do a quick run through of the other side, hoping she doesn't run into anyone from the party, to see if she can find any powerful items or magic or things.
okay.
But I guess I don't know where to move around, so I guess just
Yeah, nothing there.
Yeah.
Nothing. This was already discovered and explored by the other group. Yeah. So down, right. This is the sentient book prison, the Laughter book prison.
And so I just see, if I go in this room, I just see a bunch of torn
You
pages
see, ow, earth,
and a ripped book, and there's still 2 books in here, right?
Yeah, plague and shit. What was the other one?
Laura.
Flora.
Flora. Yeah, plague and flora.
Can I tell that they're magic in nature?
Yeah. They're like
Are
constantly
they-
flipping up and moving and stuff.
Is there any power in either of you that I can use?
Power? Question mark.
Like a soul?
The two.
Perfect. She'll grab. Can she like lift the books out?
Yeah, you can grab. They're books, so they're not
Yeah,
anything
she
crazy.
She grabs both.
Okay. You have
Um,
Flora and Plague.
I guess she'll go down. Eh.
Yeah, the walls are kind of fucked up right there.
Okay. Anything?
Nope.
Okay.
You got hit with the lightning sound. My bad. Yeah, this is the room that they met the sword guy.
Is there any leftover magic, crystal, or anything like that?
Nope, they're all spent and put into the sword.
She just sighs.
You see this guy, and he goes, "Oh, did they send you for Arim?
Yes.
That madman, he's locked himself in his office.
Which office? Left, top, or bottom?
Top, but the bottom is open. The top is locked. There's some sort of
Okay.
incantation ritual going at the bottom.
If I go to the bottom, what's going on in that room? Oh, there's another door.
Another door. There is a massive swirl of pages similar to the
Spellford.
Yeah, the Spellford ritual to unseal him or to like trap him and put him in a book.
Is there anyone in here, or it's just this ritual?
No, this is just being prepared. So, it's being maintained, but it's not being actively done. So it's just keeping going.
Gotcha.
Like you're heating the car on a cold day. You just kind of keep it going.
You said he's locked himself in here?
Yes, he's locked himself in there.
If I try the lock, it's basically locked.
Yeah, it's locked. It would need some sort of.
Not for a knock spell, which I finally have.
All right. Yeah, use the knock spell.
Where is it? Did it not come over with my other stuff? Oh no, it's second. I know I took it. What level is it? Hold on. It's on her character sheet.
The second level.
Did it not come over? Damn it. I have it on her other one.
Yeah, you go ahead and use it.
Alright. Well, I use it. I can't post it in there, but I do have knock prepared.
Okay. It unlocks.
Does that open it?
Yep.
God damn it.
A good wizard always has one more.
Fuck. What do I have? I have my arcane. I guess I'm using my arcane recovery to get that spell slot back and then use knock again.
Good wizard always has one more.
Well, I mean, we do know a good wizard has like, 10 plus 1 for good
They
luck.
said it for 100 years.
But all right, well, so knock spell.
You watch
Holy
as
shit.
let me move this guy a little bit forward. You watch as Aram Togi is trying to pull these pages together so that it's a new prison for Gadra. This is like a 10,000 page book. It's like a massive combination of paper, all being put together by these green crystals on the side. And he goes, "It's stabilizing. Hold on, wait. It's just a spike."
Can I help you with this?
Yes. Roll an Arcana check.
Tell me what to do.
Roll an Arcana check, and we'll see if you know how to help and can help.
22.
Yeah, so basically you're just trying to suck as much magical energy out of these two crystals and put them into these pages so that they're binded.
All right. She's gonna start sucking, but not in that way.
Nice.
suck up all the magic, and get it into this book.
All right. After a couple minutes, the book, or I should say the green crystals on the side finally dim. The magic is faltering out of them, and then the pages are glued together. They're all secure. And he goes, yes, they told me this wouldn't work. But it did. It worked. It worked. Bring these to Falky immediately.
Yes, I will, as she takes the book.
Okay. You're basically carrying like 50 pounds of like paper right now, just all in your hands. Yeah. So where do you want to go from here?
I think at this point, with carrying everything else she's got with this freaking book, she's just gonna head to the forge.
All right. Let me just teleport you.
That works perfect.
Yeah. I don't want to make you fucking walk all the way. All right. So everybody's here together now.
What you got there?
I have what I need.
That's a lot of what you need, eh?
You're never gonna believe.
We're doing these weird accents. Like,
Miss Faye, calm down.
I found a room where there were pages ripped out of books themselves. I don't know what's going on. People are crazy around here right now.
Well, it seems like you had quite the adventure. Meanwhile, we've got a Gadra to kill.
Well, before we get along with that, you're never gonna believe whose name appeared on multiple occasions.
We're not here to kill Gadra, Victor. We're here to just get what we need.
That's where you're wrong. See, a wizard always has a backup plan.
She just looks at you. She's like, a wizard does always have a backup plan, as she like steps back a little.
Whose name?
Our good friend Corella and her paramour, Hildra, who is currently here, and I believe our friend Jacqueline made a little visit to.
Oh yeah, he gave me a piece of his eye. Fucking weirdos.
I don't know how impertinent that is anymore now that our friend here has a new body, but...
Star Child. How do
He's
you
dead.
feel about this?
I'm
You
gonna
might-
take the eyelid.
I'm not giving that to you. Oh, man. He's not just like holding it out for everyone.
You might be a Star Child, but you're still Vaughn. There
What's
might
going on?
be DNS lore time, Jacqueline. We had a run-in with a woman named Corella. Eh?
Okay. Oh.
Stupid.
Info dump.
Can you talk normal, Victor, so I can better understand what you're saying?
Essentially, we knew this girl, Corella,
Oh, God.
and she put a curse on her friend Vaughn when he was but a satyr boy.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "See you later, boy. You're going to die."
That's- Something tells me that's the wrong band. But anyway,
Yeah.
she cursed one of our dear companions here. Turned him into a tree, eh?
But
And then
not a tree. Well,
you were able to help him.
but she looks at Starchild specifically. You were cursed, you're telling me. As Vaughn, you were cursed.
Yeah, you were the one who put my body in a Star Child.
Okay. Curses don't work like, oh, ta-da, you were specifically cursed by this woman, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the terms of the curse break? Like, what was this stops the curse?
Well, in 9 moons,
Red
in
moons.
9 red moons, if I could make my way to getting Hildra to Corella, I would be free from the curse. Otherwise, I would turn into a tree.
She
Last
just
I
kind
checked, you're no longer turning into a tree.
Ah.
Okay, so do I know like anything about curses and like not just shit I'm gonna make up, but like do I know anything about curses? Like
Give me an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Oh shit.
at disadvantage, my life has been a curse.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
they're
not
both
bad at all.
good.
Yeah,
19.
19 and 25, so 19.
19. Curses are shit vindictive people do. It's like a very lowly magic. You curse somebody, you're kind of like that guy. So curses are very specific. They are the petty man's magic. And petty man is gonna give you exact details on what you should do.
I guess okay. Knowing it's super petty, is it something where like, yeah, you think you can get out of it, but you kind of can't because you're cursed until you complete XYZ?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Knowing that, she's gonna look at you and just sigh and like then she's gonna look over at Victor and be like, "You have so much to learn still. You are still cursed, my friend."
If I like look down and like poke at my stomach, is it soft like tree moss and wood and stuff?
I don't know how you're gonna remove your garments here, but if you like just stick your hand down your shirt, basically.
No, I'm gonna take a knife and I'm gonna cut my shirt open in the middle, and then I'm gonna pull it open and feel around.
Miss Faye, please.
You feel blood, flesh, and bones, and the start of a very rough, rigid bark.
Well, shit.
Damn it.
So basically, above table, curses restarted.
Okay.
So you're back to 1.
Like you have basic, so he basically has like 8 red moons left, kind of thing
Yes.
again.
You
Okay.
cheated the curse because curses are petty and they can be fucked with, but it's still like, I'm gonna get you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck
so-
me.
So Jacqueline's just gonna like if the curse was to get her husband, you need to get her husband to her.
That brings the question, where is he gonna be in 100 years?
Well, this is
Probably
exactly. What's the
dead.
time?
He's so we do know because she said it that he was in Vinderva, but she couldn't go to
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Like
And you even
Oh.
looked through his eyelid, and you saw that he was here
yeah.
in the actual time that you guys are here, and not this goofy past
Yeah.
hour.
He was
probably
supposed to be at the
know
gala.
Passed at the time.
Yeah.
She just kind of lifts this manuscript thing. Like, you need to go get, like, if you don't want whatever this curse's effect was to turn into a tree, you need to get him, and we need to figure a way to get him out of here.
I think it's more than that,
Well, if it was just get him
It might be a case of we can preserve him here.
The only thing that I'd worry about is if we fuck with the timeline a bit too much, then who knows what the future becomes.
I have a confession to make,
Okay.
No lies.
When I talked to the dragon, he said that if we change things in the past, it's going to greatly affect the future to the point where we might not have ever met. Which means, and sorry, Jacqueline, you weren't here for this, but we met on a boat. And I was at the lowest point in my life. And if we change the past, I might not be off that boat. And I might never have even become a wizard. I might not even be a man at some point. I'll be a little skeleton chained to a wall.
From where we stand right now, with what we've done already, chances are that I don't think that's our future.
The thing is, I don't see any of the future for me. Some part of me is like, what happened to me that day on the Rogues Retreat had to happen. And I had to meet you guys on that boat. I had to have some spark because I didn't have it on that boat. I was an extinguished flame. I was a shadow in a corner. I was nothing. And I've been kind of dreading this because going through Vinderval with that knowledge, I don't know if what we're doing is right for me. Maybe it is for all of you, but selfishly, I don't see my fate turning out well.
I think on the flip side, if we go back now with what we have, the outcome of what happened here will remain the same as it did in the past. Gadra will take over, all these people will die. But we go back to our present, where we still all know each other. We're all still together, and we can defeat Gadra in the present and at least save like the people of the future.
I will tell you one thing my mother used to say when I was young. She would say that a dim light still burns the night away. I don't think it's that you had no purpose, you just were finding your purpose. Whether we change things or not, which I think we should, you'll still find purpose.
I hope you're right. I think a part of me is coming to accept what's going to happen. And a part of me is starting to come to terms also with what's going to happen.
Think of
If
it
for whatever reason we don't know each other in the future, and I end up on that boat, I don't know what I can do. Because that dim light was DNS. It was a satyr and a dragonborn and a paladin that just so happened to be in the same spot as me at the same time. It was a mutiny that went completely right. It was saving a merchant and his Goliath bodyguard. It was tieflings. And Jacqueline, it's you. You guys are becoming my light. And I don't know how I can find that if we start over.
I think like Vaughn will like take one of your hands and just be like, then we go where you lead. You seem to have
most at stake. It seems that we're a bit split here. I want you to be able to make that final decision for yourself.
Sorry, were you talking to me? I was up to some shenanigans. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. I was trying to come up with a plan that is exciting and cool, but you said go on, like I'm the one to start our next I'm the one to lead us in this next part of the journey. I say we fucking kill God.
In what way? Like bombing him or
The book, the sword, the everything we've got.
Like, do the components that we got now, like we could bring them to our present
yes.
and kill Gadra in the present, and not Gadra will still like everyone here will die, right? In the past,
Yes.
things will play
everybody on this
as
floor
as
will
it
die.
did.
Yeah, you guys have not changed enough for any significant thing. Like it all your minor changes just go and go right back into the same thing essentially happening. Everyone's dying here. Everyone on this floor will die.
So so we have what we want and need already from this period.
Except for the electric sword.
Except for the electric
Yeah.
sword and the forge heart. Those are the two items you
Right.
haven't yet made or like basically you don't have the sword and you don't have the forge heart made yet, and technically you don't have the book binded yet. They're still separate parts.
Right.
Okay, then let's give the binding and this to Falky. Or Falky made the binding, so we should give the book parts to the ink binders, technically, right?
Yes, to bind the books, the ink binders
Okay.
will bind them together. I'll say you just
Okay.
go
Wait,
in there.
what books are you? The big book that I'm holding right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, Jacqueline will go along with this for now.
Okay.
Are the
So,
ink binders?
who?
Go ahead.
I was say, who wants to get the book bound? I'm gonna go get the electric sword.
I can try to get the book bound because I feel like the ink binders are not cooperative. They didn't really like us, but I can disguise myself as
So,
like
alright,
Falky
wait.
or someone.
Well, they might respond better to Victor's guy because he seems to hold some sway.
True.
But all right. So we need this lightning sword you guys are talking about. Which, okay. We need to get this book bound, and we need. You called it a what? A forge heart.
Yes, the forge heart.
All right. Where's the
Get that
forge
made.
heart? I can find that.
I think we're on it.
Oh, the forge itself. You mean?
Yes.
Why don't we split up again? I would say Jacqueline goes with Starchild. I'll go with Victor.
I'll stay here actually and talk to this guy and see if he knows how to make this forge heart.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Jacqueline the schematics. Whatever you can do with these.
Oh, okay. She you gave it to her one way, she flips it upside down. Like every good wizard, you need to always flip your work.
Mm.
Make sure it's parallel.
Did you check the backside?
No, you never check the backside until you've completely scanned the front.
I love
then
these
she
episode
goes-
rules.
Chapter of Wizard School was that again?
It was 7th grade magics in Arcana enchantments.
Who
I'm
do you
always
think needs
delinquent.
the assistance more from Warlock?
But yeah, so she'll go up and you guys will split up like that.
Yeah.
This is left your Fadal, right?
Yeah, this is the guy with the big lightning sword. He's jauntily going down there to kill Gadra.
Okay, I say halt. You need not sacrifice your life.
I thought I was gonna win.
You are going to win in your mission, but die ultimately in the process. I will sacrifice my life for you.
For you.
I love these characters.
Fuck! I can't.
Better than our
I'm
characters.
trying to like talk. It's like.
Man, do what he says, eh?
This is my
Listen
sword.
to our friend here.
This is my sword. Shit. Yeah. He's like he doesn't know who you are. He doesn't think you're very strong. He's not gonna give you his cool ass lightning sword.
Can I sleight of hand it out
I
of
am
his hand?
Apton
No.
Thalen Chalkerdin,
And
High Priestess of a lost religion.
I'm Lifrin Tordolor, holder of the sword.
Look here, Mr.
You hold
Liffith.
that sword so well. With what strength and gusto. And I am going to try to cast Charm Person on him.
Okay. What do you need from me?
You must target a token before rolling an attack. So I'm going to target this token,
Target.
and then I'm going to Charm Person.
So
How do I
wisdom
target a
save.
token?
So on the top, there's like the token controls. It's the little guy icon, and then right is select tokens, and then one below it, select targets. It's the circle. So you just click that, and then you go into your.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
Let me do a wisdom save.
I've been charmed.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
portent that.
Yes.
Make it an 8.
To an 8, and he has no save. So he goes. Yeah, this sword's pretty heavy. I had to work out a lot for it. Yeah,
Why
I
is
call
there
it
so
the
many-
the alpha sword.
Yeah, Alpha sword.
The
My
alpha
friend, you're not
sword,
even an
ooh, it's
alpha,
'cause
you're
you're a
a-
big alpha, big man.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, some would say yeah.
Alright, priestess, huh? Calm down.
Why don't you
calm
let me
down.
see if I can just hold it?
Oh my god, that's like when Simpsons
like
characters
this.
like front face. Yeah. Okay. He'll hand you the sword. I need a strength check to see if you can hold it.
Okay. Strength.
Strongest one of the party.
Who
Strength
is? I
check.
wonder. Is it Jacqueline? Are you the strongest?
Probably not, unless you
What do
go
you
by
have?
dexterity.
Well, it's not Vaughn.
Why-
My
So
strength, my strength is a 9.
he's still charmed. Does not break the charm. But you hold the sword and just drop it on the ground. It is so incredibly heavy. Your arms buckle. Just
How heavy?
I am going to let it drop to the ground.
Mhm.
Okay, fully.
Okay.
I am going to. We're getting into some shenanigans, boys. We're getting into some shenanigans. I am going to let the sword fall to the ground. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion,
Mhm.
so that way the sword is. It looks like I'm still holding the sword.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast. Then after that, I'm going to cast Fog Cloud at our feet, so that way it is like the sword is not visible, but it looks like there's a cloud of fog below us.
So the fog cloud is just like ankle high, pretty much. Like it's just obscuring the
Yeah.
ground. Okay.
Yeah.
So convoluted. Whoa.
The cloud goes up. He's gonna make an investigation check to just see if you're bullshitting. That's a 16.
Silvery barbs.
Oh!
You can
7.
see Chuck visibly fucking goddamn silver.
Sorry, barbs. Sorry, barbs. Okay,
Barbs.
so he's like he doesn't. You, I didn't know you were so strong, but you know, lifting with your back and all. Oh, you're making your legs.
Nice, lifting with your back.
Just destroy
Then
that.
I am going to, with that. Oh, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I am going to. So what I can do is, I can create a non-magical trinket or an illusory image that can fit in your hand and last until the end of your turn. I am going to create the hilt of this sword with prestidigitation, and I'm going to make the thing as heavy as possible, given that it can still fit in my hand and last until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so you are casting presentation on the hilt, your hilt, to make it heavy.
Yes, to make it heavy. No, I'm casting presentation to create an incredibly heavy hilt.
Oh, on the ground, so he can like try and like pick it up.
No, so that way from my hand it looks like I'm holding the sword, right? And the hilt is in my hand still, and it's heavy. Like I've created a fake hilt that I'm gonna give to him.
Okay, and this is still being obscured by the fog cloud.
The real sword is obscured by the fog cloud.
Oh, but your fake sword. Okay, I got you now. Okay,
Yes.
I got.
So I'm
the fifth
handing him
dimension.
a fake sword with, and the thing is that the non-magical trinket, just as long as it can fit in my hand. So I'm gonna make that non-magical, that hilt as heavy as possible.
Okay. You hand it to him.
And I hand it to him.
He goes, "Whoa, this is heavy. What did you do to this thing? This thing's crazy heavy."
I say, now, into battle with you.
Okay, and he walks down,
God.
and and that is the end of his story. I'll do a recap of every like named character in this area, but
Okay.
for now, that's the end of his story, and he walks off into the darkness of the stairs.
Okay. And I like pick up the sword by the hilt and kind of drag it along, and I'm like, okay, we got everything.
Holy shit, that was the craziest wombo combo spells I've ever seen in my whole life.
I told you I was gonna be up to some shit.
That was crazy. That was like 3 spells, like all after each other. Okay, so the sword has got. Let's go back to Jacqueline. Jacqueline, what are you talking to this dude about?
Making the forge heart, or making what the schematic shows.
Okay, you show him the schematic and be like, "Hey, can you make this?" And he kind of shoots back. And he's like, "Where did you get this? This is highly classified information. There's no way you should have this."
I was given it by someone.
The mayor.
I was given it by the mayor.
Okay, how does the mayor have this? This is
The mayor said he was given it by Redford to bring to me to give to you to make this item.
who's Redford?
God, you are useless. Just do this. Make it for us.
Fine, this is my life's work.
Okay, like chop chop. Life is going.
And he will stick his hands back in the lava. He is currently making the forge heart.
Can you make 2 of them? Actually, we might need a second backup.
Do you
in
see
case.
2 forges here? No, you see 1. You get 1 forge heart, and that's it.
Your hand instinctively just goes to her hilt. It's like, no, he's gotta make it. Let him make it.
And he goes back to working.
And yeah, she'll just watch. She's gonna watch how he works and does this.
Okay.
Just like kind of study it.
Give me a perception check to see how well you can surmise what he's doing. Because to be honest, his hands are in lava right now, and you can't see much.
Well, 17.
Okay, you take good notes of it.
All right, cool.
All right, are we gonna go get the ink binders and get those paged together?
Yes, come along. Let me show you the ink binders. They're good friends.
Follow the leader, you say?
Maybe you should go first because they don't really like me.
Oh. Show me where to walk. Great piece of
Let me have
man.
these lovely folks in here.
Hello.
Most obnoxious duo.
You are immediately shushed as you walk in the room.
Excuse me.
fine.
Excuse me.
What?
It's me. It's me, the mayor. I have a question for you.
The mayor. Okay. What's your question, mayor?
Sorry, my assistant here has the questions. What was the question again?
We need to get a book bound. Could you help us? Oh. We're looking to get a book bound. It's of very, very much importance. You understand of the dire circumstances going on the 3rd floor currently, yes?
Yes. Very much so. We are very busy.
Well,
Please
then you
find
understand-
somebody else. We are working on glyphs right now.
Yes, well, we need someone to help bind this book that is going to help us seal the monster.
Get Kalam to do it.
Who?
Kalam.
Oh, right. Well, let's go meet my new friend. This one was actually, he was a pretty chill guy.
Oh,
He's gonna fly over.
Lead the way. Oh,
he's gonna
hello,
fly
eh?
over. And
nice to meet you, eh?
He was, yes, gentlemen, and I see you brought another friend.
Yeah.
How goes it?
Yes, this is the mayor. Remember how I said the mayor? I was helping out a little bit. Remember that?
Yes, the mayor.
Yeah. We have a book that we need bound. Can you help us out?
How? Yes, I can help you out, but what book are you binding? This is a very strange time to bind books right now.
You're both being too loud. Lower your voices.
Mayor, would you show him the book?
Yes, the book. Come on, if you'll come with me, please. We have a book that needs binding.
It's very sensitive, you see.
Sensitive to light, eh? My compatriot over here has the book, eh?
What's this fog cloud?
It's for dramatic
just
effect,
ignore
eh?
that.
Yeah, don't worry, don't worry.
Okay.
Can I try to pick up the sword?
My great friend
Yeah,
Callista,
sure.
eh?
Give me a strength check. Just a straight strength check.
I'm just gonna try to get it out of the fog cloud.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
How strong is Kel?
This is a 7.
Oh shit!
No way. All right.
Step toad.
Okay, never mind.
The book is. I think Vaughn actually had the book. So.
Callista, eh? We're here to bind the books. Do you have the spell binding book materials?
Yes, I have them on me. This will take but a moment.
Callista, your voice is so deep.
Yes. That's my voice. That's always been my voice.
Wait, no, I'm talking to Jacqueline.
Oh.
Jacqueline wasn't even listening to you. She was just so involved.
Jacqueline, we need the book.
Yeah.
Callisto, what's your name again?
Lady Callista, eh? We need your spell binding materials. We can spell bind some books.
I thought my name was Morning. Oh, because her first name. She just remembered her last name. She just ignores you for a second until one of you pokes her in the back. What? Huh?
Excuse me.
Oh God, yes. Oh, yes.
Do you have the spell binding material books?
She's still holding like 50 pages.
Yeah.
Why don't
Yeah.
you put those down? I can see your traps are actively working out. Growing by the minute.
What? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Never mind. You see, if you were a himbo in high school, you'd understand.
If you were him.
I mean, governor, baron, whatever the hell you're supposed to be right now. What do you mean? What? Just you need this? Take it.
Don't talk to the mayor like that. And yes, I need it.
Mayor, there we go. I couldn't remember your great mayorship. She kind of rolls her eyes a little.
Thank you. Now, Kalam, these are the materials we have. Can you spellbind these books?
Yep.
Materials.
And they raise in the air, and through chromatic aberrations and like shaky air, the book seals together and closes shut with a latch on it. Very similarly to the book that Jacqueline had. That's above table.
The demon book?
Yeah, the demon book. Very similar in shape and size.
Yeah.
Kalam, one question before you go. You did an excellent job. The craftsmanship is superb. The arcane magic, brilliant. Are you expecting a demon or devil invasion anytime soon?
No, we beat those guys about 300 years ago.
Hmm. And what happened to Zarkon, Zarak?
Well,
I didn't remember his name. That's all.
he was on the 3rd level. He's probably running rampant down there right now, slaughtering
With Godra?
indiscriminately, killing and maiming.
Gotcha. I'll hold the book while we wait for this forge heart to get completed.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
Can someone point me towards where Hildra was?
Hildra was up. If you follow the northern route on the western side, he's all the way up in the top.
You fast
She would
traveled
give you like a way to
Perfect.
there.
Yeah.
I'm like kind of stuck a little bit, so you're gonna have to help me out. There we go. Okay. So this is the room that he's in.
Yeah, the top room is where he was at, and the bottom room is where the armor's at.
This was where he was at. How big is this space?
In like feet.
Is this a barrier of some type, or is this like a beam in the roof?
The roof is stone, and he's in a stone room. There is no beam.
What is this? What is this?
That's a pipe. It funnels blood into the other room, pretty much.
Okay.
such a D&D question. How big is this room? In like feet or?
Is that a barrier? Is that a barrier or a pillar of some kind?
So Cruella didn't put any criteria, like any conditions on the state that Hildra had to be in, right?
Make an insight check. Just think back and be like, what did she mean?
Can I just bring his pinky toe, or do I have to bring the whole guy?
Okay, insight.
Oh,
I'm lucky though.
you are lucky.
Oh,
I'm lucky. I'm gonna use a lucky situation. Usability.
All right.
Okay. Insight. That's an 18.
You think she doesn't mean hopefully the physical body. But if we can get something that's a bit, bodies are replaceable. I think we know this all entirely from our adventures. Bodies are replaceable.
Don't tell me you need someone who can trap a soul.
But if you guys were to have some sort of device that holds souls,
maybe a book.
maybe a sphere of some kind that holds
Maybe-
souls.
Maybe a lantern with a ghost.
Wait, who ended up with the Dyson sphere?
Last I remember, I think it was just left on the ship.
It was
I
left
thought
in a magic
Loken had
box.
it. I thought Loken had
It was was in a magic box on the ship.
Yeah, it was in a magic box on the ship that we like tucked away in a hidden compartment somewhere.
Hmm.
In hindsight, that was a very bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What can you do?
What will you do?
Okay, I'm done.
Are.
I'm done with this. I had a really good scheme, but I'm done.
What was your scheme? Let's hear it.
My scheme was so with the tiny hut. We've flirted with this idea before, but the tiny hut makes this like 10-foot radius. I'm gonna go back. Well, it makes this 10-foot radius space. So if I could have gotten that nobody can pass through, if I could have gotten him in the corner of the room, I could have created a 10-foot radius sphere that would have blocked him in the corner of the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I could created enough water to either drown him or use the big lightning sword to electrocute him with.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But like we can't do that because like we don't have a, you know, the book that we have is for Godric, right?
Yeah, I mean,
But
Yeah,
you can get out of it though.
you know what would be great if someone didn't torture books and rip them apart, but instead like kept them full, and we could like swap souls in them or something.
Oh, my hubris!
Theoretically, I mean, you don't technically know like in character, but Jacqueline does have the other
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, I don't know any of this. I don't know any of this. But I'm just saying that's what my scheme would have been.
I see.
Anyway, I'm ready to go face Godric. What about you guys?
I'm waiting on my forge heart.
Once we
forge
get the
art's
forge art,
Oh.
The forge art is done. Yeah. Fucking Falik pulls his hands out of the lava, and what you see is a red hammer, with a wooden handle. And I will give you the card in a second.
Is anyone here proficient? with
Jesus
hammers?
fucking Christ, give me some time.
Yes, in a way.
All right.
Jacqueline holds it up. I have the power. Thank you.
Good He-Man. Good He-Man. Yeah.
At least we can all basically lift the hammer compared to like this little hammer thing compared to a giant ass electric sword.
The giant electric sword.
All right. Here it is. I don't know if you guys can fucking read this because this shit's so compressed, but we'll see. What the fuck? Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Oh, is it a link in Foundry?
No. I just am dumb. There.
Oh, wrong thing. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's so
Oh my God.
small.
That's
But-
tiny.
But that's what
Even in the browser, it's like
Does anyone have comprehend languages?
basically
Please.
it does some shit like where you can make stuff, but that's not really why you're using it. You're using it because you need to use identify on it, so for me to tell you what it does, unless you want.
I will cast identify on it while I'm holding it here.
Okay, you identify it, and you instantly understand this thing has one purpose, and this thing's one purpose is to break phylacteries.
Oh my.
Does it have unlimited uses?
Yes.
Jacqueline just sits there, the power in her hand right now.
So what do you got? What do you got there, eh?
This is a useful item that we maybe make many uses out of, as she like clips it to her side belt.
You know, something's starting to tell me we shouldn't have all the loot on one person.
mm-hmm.
This is the man with the mask and the books, and
I have.
You know what? I'm
one
not carrying
mass.
enough. Let me take some of that off your hands.
No,
there,
it's
Jackson.
all
must
right.
get
I
awfully
will-
heavy.
No, I'm with it.
My goodness, Jacqueline, you're looking like a friend of mine, Bob the Builder.
Out of
All that stuff clipped to your sides.
A
Out
mask of
out
annihilation is
all
a
of
hard
that,
hat.
if it comes to it, I'm probably one of the only ones potentially who can get in and out to use this as needed on Gadra.
You underestimate
Hmm.
the power of Mayor Miles Locke. Eh?
It's not that I underestimate your power, it's more
You
you may
underestimate.
die.
I think we've come to the conclusion that it's better I do. Right?
Jesus. That's fucking
I mean,
grim.
in some ways, yes, it negates certain things, but you have a lot to learn. I would love to teach you. But yeah. Listen, after your speech, I can tell that DNS means a lot to you. You've obviously gone through a lot with these two and the other people who you were with. There's nothing wrong with like me wanting to break some of that for selfish reasons, but like I understand where you're coming from and I'll try my best not to. Anyway, this hammer, we got the book bound, we got the sword. Who's gonna carry the sword? Because I can carry
I'm
this
gonna try.
sword, but not
One
that.
more time.
All right.
Does anyone have like a +1?
Does anyone have a 10? I'll settle for a
I've
straight.
got a 10. I've got flat 10. So,
Okay,
but that's it.
Jesus Christ.
I've got a 9.
I've got an 8.
Okay, -1. What are you, Vaughn?
8, baby.
I'm literally the strongest one in the party. Okay,
Lightning sword boy.
okay. Shenanigans. Can I summon a mage hand to offset at least 10 of the pounds?
Sure, you'll add a +1 to your roll.
Can I also
Great.
summon my mage hand?
Ooh,
You'll have a +2 to your roll.
yes. Anyone else got mage hand?
I don't. Can I have my rock kitten help push it up?
+3 to your roll.
Anything? You got anything for me, Vaughn?
Ooh,
You got
actually,
a ability? You
hold on,
got
I
a...
got
My
you the
rock-
fucking sword. Like,
my rock kitten can telepathically move things. So like it can help move the sword to your hand. You just need to like be able to like hold it.
So it can do a mage
Okay.
hand and it can move shit?
From what I remember from the rock kitten thing, it can what was it? It can where is it?
I'm gonna roll that die. It's been
Ethereal
double.
paw. It summons like a magical floating paw that appears within 30 feet. It lasts for a minute or until it's dismissed. It can use the action to control the paw, which can manipulate an object, i.e., unlock door, container.
So
and
similar to
whatnot.
a mage hand, basically.
Yeah, basically.
So we got 3 mage hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
+3 your roll.
+3.
+3.
Come on, Kel.
It's an 8.
Oh my god!
Kel, you are my enemy. Silvery.
You
Technically,
like
I can't.
try and
So-
move
can
it
re-
up. You get it above your head and then you just drop it.
You can't reverse silvery barbs. You can't like give disadvantage to someone and then give me the advantage.
This is King Arthur's sword. One of us has to be strong. Like,
I
I believe in you, Victor.
do
I
have
believe-
advantage from silvery barbs.
What's Vaughn? What's your bardic inspo? What's your
Is that just
bardic
last
die?
oh my god. Yeah, I could totally do Bardic Inspiration. I've been sitting on those bad boys. That was on me.
What is
I
it?
totally
Right.
forgot about that.
It is time to be the mayor you were meant to be.
Inventory features. Bardic Inspiration.
Is this
It
this
is
is athletics?
a 1d8.
Just strength.
Damn.
1d8. Okay. Can I get the DC I'm aiming for?
Holy shit, so well. Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
try and pick it up.
was gonna roll it, but
Oh, no, no.
I-
What the fuck? Oh.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I'm
love
gonna try. I'm gonna try.
animations. Alright.
you're gonna try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I give you my mage hand.
Oh my
Wow.
So, okay, wait. 17 plus 3, dirty 20. Bardic Inspiration. Are we throwing that in there?
The one? Yeah, because it auto rolled when I clicked on it or whatever. Like,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
We don't know how heavy this sword is, so the highest we can pump this number to.
21.
True.
Victor, describe how you're going to hold this sword up.
Okay, I'm going to. What's that scene? There's the fog, right? And you can't really see the sword. And I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna see a glint in the fog, and I'm gonna reach down, and I'm gonna grab onto it, and lightning will go through my veins and out through my eyes, and I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna have it just launch into the sky to hold onto it.
Oh my god, it's like Link.
I'm gonna.
Wow.
I was going for the Thundercats, but
Okay, well, he's behind you. So, all right, you can hold it on your shoulder for now. If you try to attack with this thing, you're gonna eat shit. Basically,
I'm gonna launch it.
you're more of launching yourself. Like this is a weight, and you're just like woo,
Yep.
flying yourself forward. All right, are you guys
Alright.
leaving? Is there anything else you want to do here?
Let's leave. Let's go.
All right.
Before we do, Lava Dude.
Falky.
Yeah, Falky.
I'm pushing him.
Do you have any last words you want to add to your biography?
I've said enough.
Okay. Hope you don't fall into the lava. Bye. Runs over with the rest.
Back to the dragon.
Oh, strange girl. Ah! Falls in the lava.
As he's melting. Does she
No.
All right, you guys leave, and you walk down this endless black hallway once again.
Oh wait, I thought we were fighting Godra here.
Heavy.
No.
Nope,
Present.
in the present.
Oh.
Like I said, you
'Cause we
couldn't
want-
leave, and Godra's on the 3rd floor, so
Okay.
True.
I gotta sneeze.
Can we give the sword to our big friend in the basement?
I was thinking that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's actually cool as fuck. Yeah.
I think by the end, I'm holding it way up here, just like.
You walk down the dragon's intestine, going down again, and it seems longer than the last time.
Dragging the sword.
And you all separately walk into different visions, and then we'll just do Matt's vision because I'm not gonna go back on my promise.
I'm gonna be out of here the next 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Next week at least. Next week at least.
where the fuck is the shit at? Oh, okay. On stream. No. On stream. I turned the music, so it might be loud, but it's on stream. All right. Yeah. All right.
Fine.
Setting the scene. Vaughn, you walk and you walk and you walk. After some time, you notice your party's not around. You're back in your
Okay.
David form. The facade of the person you were before drifts off you and flows like ashes. And you walk and you walk and you return to a strange grocery store. You don't recognize this grocery store at all. It
Okay.
bears no markings of anything that you would recognize in your past life or your current life. But you see people like you lined up. Kids
Okay.
waiting.
Okay.
And they're trailing out of this room. So it's like a line.
Gotcha.
And you're last in line right now. They all relatively look like you. They all have, the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Continuing on, they seem to be murmuring to each other in hushed tones. And there's an eye outside of the window that darts around you. Looking through the windows, peering, and it's very sporadic, spasmy eyes. It's going around, scanning all these faces. Do you want to do anything in the stream right now?
Yeah, I do. I was just thinking about that. I do I have any of my equipment on me?
You have none of your physical equipment on you, but you can cast spells.
Okay. And I have my features and feats and stuff, right?
Yep, everything is that way. You just don't have any physical
Okay.
items on you.
Okay. I want to okay. Yeah. First thing I want to do is I want to cast create water.
Okay, where?
I want to create my 10 gallons of water, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next thing I want to do is I want to cast jump on myself.
Okay.
Okay. And then the last thing I want to do, so these kids are all in the line, right? Like waiting for something, right?
Yep, their line goes straight and it curves out the door, or out of the archway.
Curves out the arch, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to turn my, I'm going to cast my 10 gallons of water at a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
So it's going to create 30 gallons of water.
Yeah.
I am going to I'm going to use shape water to move all that water beneath the feet of these children. And then I'm going to move that water up at an angle. So the next time that they move their feet, they're like sliding like a little bit off a sort of degree or plane, giving me like a straight shot forward for my jump to like jump forward and cut everybody else in line.
Okay. Through this, you cast water, or shape water. It's like very sparkly and starry. Like everything has a very dreamy like feel. Like it's just a little bit off from where your finger's touching. Like there's a second layer that's fuzzy. You jump forward in line, and I'm gonna ask you to go on a one-on-one chat with me.
Okay.
And you can share this if you would like after. All right.
Doc,
So,
hit me. What's going on?
well, I need to describe what actually happened in more detail. What you did.
Okay.
So everything you did is still happening. The kids all move back. Looking back on these kids, you see they are very malnourished, starved kids. And these kids have chunks missing from them. Turning your head inside, you see an old man with dirt and scraggly hair eating a kid.
Oh, Jesus. Do I recognize the man?
With your form, you recognize this man as Leshy,
Fuck.
and he is ascending, the kid is ascending right now. In that moment,
Oh, so Leshy has to eat them
you,
in order for them to become
you
stars.
realize that these kids have been told a lie, that they would ascend and be a part of Leshy like some hive mind and star. Really, Leshy is an old man who has been siphoning the youth off these kids by eating them.
Fuck. Chuck, why? Unbelievable. Okay, beautiful. I love it. I love
Do
it.
you want to do anything else in this room right now?
I think that horror of like realizing that this dream that I had of becoming a star and like living forever is a lie. I think at that point I go, like, I try to escape the dream in any capacity that I can and like enter a fugue state for 2 weeks or whatever, you know?
You end up at the back of the line as Leshy turns his head to look at you, and this like mountain man, scruffy, dirty man with blood
Yeah.
all in his face, looks back and sends you to the back with a hand motion. And
Yeah.
that's where you will remain for 2 weeks. And you
Okay,
can tell
back,
everybody
back
if
to
you
the
want.
chat.
Yep.
Back to the chat.
Yikes,
Yeah.
they got a little crazy
Okay.
in there.
Everybody shut up.
They got a little crazy.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
Okay, guys.
You're just bad
So my question for you is, I had a dream about Leshy. Do you guys want to know what it is? I'll take a vote.
Yeah, dream about who?
His like
Leshy.
new god he has.
Did Leshy
Yeah.
tell you that you can't become a star?
Unless she was like, nah.
Is Leshy gonna hold this sword?
Something like that.
Okay,
yeah.
hold on. Do you want to tell them when you get back?
Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Do you
Yeah, I
want to
can
tell
do
them when
that.
you get back?
It was devastating. It was
Oh, no.
devastating.
You become a black hole.
God.
No, but I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you guys think in a week or two. We'll see.
Yeah, it's
We'll see.
kind of rough. It's kind of.
Are we all about to
Yeah,
have rough dreams?
It's bad.
No, but this one was bad.
It was really like, Chuck, I applaud you because that's a cool twist. But it was bad. It was bad. So you guys will learn in a week or two.
All right. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so that was
We
my
calling it?
original idea for Vendor Vibe. Not that long of sessions. Like it's, you're in and you're out. It's not gonna take forever. So we knocked that out in a session. So I'm happy with that.
yeah.
This session was so much fun, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the terrible accents. I loved the kind of deception of Jacqueline, like whatever's going on with Jacqueline. I love that, like sort of twisted, dark, like intrigue that's going on there. I thought the characters were really cool. I thought the like different methods that we were using to try to trap gods were really interesting and compelling. Just overall, just wow.
We
It's been
never.
a good day. It's been a good day for D&D.
Did you ever
What?
figure out what you wanted to do with Hildra? We didn't. We just left him.
Well, that's the thing, is that I didn't know what book like binding power that we have collectively, right? Like that's not something I know, right? Like my character knows. And I figure like finding him in the like post Godra future might be potentially easier. So
Well, we know he's
Then,
there.
like,
Yeah,
filling him with the tiny hut, yeah.
Yeah, we already know he's there. It's just a matter of finding him.
Yeah.
If we change the past,
I-
then who
I
knows?
interpreted it very different. Like our chance to get him was when we went into the past just now. Like he's not in the future. He's dead.
No, but you can see through the eyelid, right?
The eyelid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
our proof.
I guess
Yeah.
I don't know how the eyelid
We-
works magic wise. If it's like doesn't matter what time, as long as he's like alive
Well,
in a sense.
When you were looking back through the first time, he was in the Vindervault you're in now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we knew that like Hildra was supposed to be at the gala where we originally learned of him. Right? Like he was on the guest
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
And Corella wouldn't have put him on like she was involved in all that. Like she wouldn't have had him there if it wasn't a possibility of him being there.
Can I see?
he's
what the
probably
ar-
on the unexplored third side.
Can I say what the armor was? Because it won't come up again. Like it's just it was a cool thing.
Sure. yeah.
That was the
good.
armor that you guys fought in like the town, like the robot armor guy.
Oh yeah.
That's why it was being filled with blood.
Oh
Shit.
right.
That's fucked up, Chuck.
Yo, Hildra, what the fuck?
That's why he was like, "It's for my wife." Like it was for his
Gotcha.
job.
Making her blood
Shit.
robot army.
I cannot remember. Did Victor ever tell the rest of DNS about Corella being a lich, maybe? Because I know that he found out that.
I
but
don't
can't
think.
remember if I told
I
the
don't
rest of the group.
think so.
I don't think
so.
I don't think so, because I know Andre didn't know anything, and I know Jacqueline barely knows anything about
'Cause
Jane.
I do remember he read about the Forge Heart because the architect guy was talking about it. And then when I talked to him about it, he was like, "Yeah, I can make something to destroy phylacteries." Right?
He's saying he was gonna make the Forge Heart, and that is the thing that destroys phylacteries.
Yes. And so like I was putting it together, I was like, maybe this is where we get the stuff to go back and fuck up Corella, you know?
No.
But he doesn't know that the hammer destroys phylacteries.
Yeah, technically Jacqueline didn't say that's what it does. So.
Yeah.
But you would know from theoretically, if you've talked to him and he said a Forge Heart can destroy phylacteries, you would know that. So you would
Yeah.
know Jacqueline's not telling you what it does.
Yeah, because you could read it. So
Yeah, I don't know. Victor did not read it. He saw the markings,
Oh yeah,
flipped it
he's
upside
like,
down, and didn't read it. Yeah.
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 But like me as a player was putting it together.
I'm happy that session went exactly how I wanted it to go. That was the first time that's ever happened, and I got it. I was like, everything that needs to happen happened, and I'm ecstatic.
Cool.
Well, I'm sorry I spaced out there for like a few minutes while you were having your touching moments. I feel bad about that because I was Googling like how many gallons of water, like how many cubic feet 10 gallons of water is, because I was gonna see if I couldn't create the tiny hut and then fill it full of water and drown somebody, but it's just like that's way too many water. That's way too much water. Like,
I love the
yeah,
water
10
use.
gallons not gonna do it.
This might have been a Vaughn highlight session with the amount of crazy spell combinations. This was definitely like the fog
Well, thank
cloud,
you.
the minor illusion, the prestidigitation, all through that
Yeah.
sword. That shit was crazy. I felt like I got comboed by Mike Tyson right there. Like I was like, shit, yeah, that works. I mean, if you're gonna go through all that effort, definitely.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Now you know how it feels when someone destroys a bridge and someone's a horror, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
it's an equivalent feeling.
All I can say is I'm so glad Jacqueline wasn't the one in the room with you when you started ripping books apart. She would.
That was fun. I think I did a bad job on the explaining thing because Emperor was like, you didn't understand me. That's what communication breakdown was. Like, you didn't understand what I was saying. Let's try
Oh,
again.
no.
But you're like,
We did not.
nope, try again. Tell me what you mean. That was so funny. That was fucking hilarious.
And the best part is there's no consequences because they'll never know who we were.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, because Jacqueline now has 2 of those books with her.
Yeah.
You do know what you did, in some sense.
And I'll
That's
say,
true.
just
I
by
know.
happenstance of you guys being there, like you altered what those people were doing for that day, for those hours. So even
Yeah.
if you guys just walked in, walked out, something is now changed just because of you being there.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
Exciting. Exciting.
So
Exciting.
one question with the Godra fight you guys are thinking of. Are you thinking more of like, we're going to fight this guy with like spells and swords, or are you going to bomb him?
No, we're gonna do everything we can to stay out of initiative.
Gotcha, we're just
Oh,
here to
God.
talk.
Gotcha.
Dormammu, we're just here. Hold on here a sec. Oh, all right, time back. Dormammu. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jacqueline's probably a little disappointed per se that we're not changing the past, because Victor's speech was very heartfelt, but in her heart she wants to change things. So she's probably still more like, man, this sucks. Anyway, time bomb.
Literally.
You know, she's like, wow, we got all these really cool, powerful magic items. They'll all go great in a time bomb.
They can.
They can. You make the time bomb now. Make the time bomb. Blow up Godra. Yeah.
It'll be it'll be like she's gonna be very, very difficult to convince otherwise.
So for next week, do you guys want to do go back to the desert and do those one shots since all those people are going to be here? Or would you oh, maybe not.
Who did I play last time?
You played the vampire who made all the vampire puns.
I've played too many one-shots recently.
Yeah.
Would it be the same characters?
Yeah, same character. We just continue your story. I'd make a 2-shot, or a 1-shot or a 2-shot, depending on if Matt's going to be gone for those 1 or 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
Or we can have a side story of you trying to get Vaughn out of where he's at right now.
Trying to get Vaughn out of what?
Where he's at right now.
Oh, so we're not having dreams. It's
No,
just Vaughn.
You are. You're having dreams. He's having vision. Like he's. Think of it. You guys are in the same place. He's somewhere else.
What if we played Cyberpunk?
We could play Cyberpunk.
Victor, yes, you haven't played Cyberpunk yet, have you?
Have not.
We could play
It is
Yeah.
pretty fun.
I can roll.
I mean-
a 1-shot.
Oh, it's not going to be the same without Nick and his dark future counter.
I'd be down for the desert again.
The desert. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm open to whatever. I mean, I feel like breaking Vaughn out would save us from having to do that in a like normal session time per se.
Well, I will say that this is purely a problem created to fill time.
For the
play.
sake.
Yeah, for the
Oh,
sake
okay.
of a 1-shot.
All right.
So if
Yeah,
it's,
I wouldn't mind playing the Scion again and coming up with a better name for that shit.
yeah, totally. All right, we'll play in the deserts again.
Cool.
Are we still level 3, or did we level up?
Should you guys probably fucking level down? No, you guys are level 3.
Damn it!
No, you guys are still level 3. Yeah.
Wait, could we do like a few years in the future? Can we do like level 5?
I would.
Ooh.
That would be cool.
I would be down for a time skip.
We can do time skip. We can.
Because
have
like
you
I mean, where
guys-
we left off, we were basically like, well, everything got fucked. Let's just survive and get out here for now. And I
Yeah, you
mean, we
guys-
can live theoretically.
Yeah. All right. We'll do a time skip. We'll do 2 years in the future. The war is in a rough spot.
Ooh, level 5. What am I gonna do?
Dane and Fighter. Wait a
All right,
fucking
y'all, I'm
second.
going to bed.
I just realized there's an eye in the window.
Yeah, you didn't see. the
Yeah,
video,
it's pretty
right?
creepy. Pretty creepy.
What'd
Thank
you
you
say?
so much. This was so much fun today. I had such a good day
Yeah.
of D&D back to back. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. So I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Adios.
See ya.
See ya.
What were you saying, Sai? You're a what?
I'm a what?
You're a
You were
menace.
just saying something. I didn't catch what you said.
Oh, I said there was an eye in the window. Oh, but I was gonna stay Fighter.
Mm.
I am going to grab a level of barbarian, level or 2 of barbarian.
Nice.
Oh shit. Yeah. All right. That'd be cool. Are you gonna? Do you want in those 2 years to have your voice box fixed?
I don't know. I feel like that's a fun plot point.
Quick, my robot friend, help me! Fuck you! Get up here!
I hate you.
My best friend.
Oh.
All right.
Oh man. I wouldn't
I
mind
need
playing
to go to
Cyberpunk
bed.
again.
I kind of want
Cyberpunk
to play
is-
another character.
Cyberpunk's pretty fun.
You want
Cyberpunk is fun.
roll up a
I,
character instead.
I had a really cool character for the Monster Hunter campaign for later, but I have scrapped it. So I'm gonna tell you guys.
You scrapped it.
But I'm also gonna
Oh.
save it.
Rip.
I was gonna be a Minotaur Rune Knight, and I was gonna be able to cast Enlarge on myself. And Minotaurs can move any creature of one size larger than them or below. So
love
if I can
seeing, like,
cast,
grapple a kaiju,
so if-
that'd be sick.
that was my plan. If I can get Enlarge the spell and also my Rune Knight Enlarge, I can push and grapple any creature in the game.
Really?
Yes, because I can push.
You guys,
Because I would be
because you're medium.
then it'd be large and that'd be huge.
And you can do one up.
So and I can push one up.
So not what's the sizes go again? I always forget. It's a good then. Is it gargantuan?
Yeah,
Gargantuan's the
gargantuan.
last one, yeah.
And then there's nothing after that, man.
There might be like
Jeez.
a kaiju class size, but I don't know.
Probably.
Oops.
But I would be a 15-foot minotaur.
That's pretty sick.
Yes, and that was gonna be like my kaiju slaying character. Because I can become a giant fucking minotaur. But
That's cool.
I'm gonna use that later.
Are you still doing the Green Ranger or what was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Green Ranger is what I'm gonna play.
So, do we want to do like new characters for the desert thing in the future, or?
Think, because I did like Nokiri, but let me think.
His name's so hard to say.
I mean, I'm cool with whatever.
Why is there an ad for
I think I'll probably
girls'
keep playing.
underwear sizes on the site? The D&D wiki.
Girls'
Yeah.
underwear sizes. Tiny, small, medium, large, huge,
gigantic.
gargantuan.
Man, my other campaign group that I'm with, they're like super casuals. I'm talking like super casuals, and so they don't know anything about D&D besides what's mainstream, you know. And I when I joined them, I joined really late, and I was a Ganassi, and they didn't know what a Ganassi was. And so I walked in, red, you know, I'm a fire Ganassi, and they're like, does he have horns? Does he have a tail? I'm like, no. They're like, what are you? I'm like, I'm an elemental. It blew
Yeah,
their
it's
mind.
You know, it's so annoying. Like, I don't know if this is like a fault of that's just exists within D&D Beyond, but like, okay, I want like Kel to be able to speak like the language, or like to learn the language of like genies and whatnot,
Mhm.
which I forget what it technically is. But it has a name, and it does not exist in any source books, like as a learnable language.
Is there no
But
custom
it's-
option?
I don't think so.
Crazy.
There's also like specific ones depending on the type of genies.
Yeah, it's abyssal, but it's like flavored abyssal, right? It's like
No, it's
Terran.
primordial.
It's primordial. That's what it was.
Yeah. So I like when I took Ranger, like Rangers learn languages at level 1. So I took primordial and
Mhm.
hoping that technically counts.
Man, I thought it was really fun, that you were of the genie, because in the campaign that I'm running, I have 2 groups that my players are a part of, and one is the Warlock Task Force, because there's 3 Warlocks, and so they're the WTF group, and the other is Genie Task Force Operatives, and it's GTFO, and they go around like the cops, like GTFO, WTF, you know, like with their badges.
That's funny.
That's great.
And one
actually
of them
kind
is the same Warlock of the Genie like you.
Yeah,
And I
they're
I recognize it. Yeah.
I'm like kind of like I kind of wish I wasn't gonna multi-class, but I feel like it works well with the like as part of my character.
Yeah.
But like, man, genie warlocks get wacky.
Oh yeah.
Like it's
Mm.
I think it's like by far, or like it's definitely up there in the genie or the warlock subclasses.
Oh yeah.
Like you get limited wish at I think
Ninth?
15th
I don't know.
level.
Damn, never mind.
Oh, maybe it's earlier.
Yeah,
I don't think it's 9.
I thought it was super early.
Otherwise,
because I remember we were looking at one time. We were like, "It's that early? Damn!"
oh yeah, let's see. Limited wish is 14th,
No.
which is still like
Yeah.
That's 3 levels
Pretty
faster
good.
than anybody else, right?
yeah.
Because you get wish at
Well,
level 17. That's level.
you basically
level 9 spells.
you essentially get like a limited wish, like it does everything a wish spell does, except you can't do like 9th level spells or 8th
Yeah.
level spells like you can with the regular wish.
Uh-huh.
You know how you can like recreate any sort of spell without
Yeah.
any components. It's only up to 6th, which is still really good. Like you can do a ritual spell
instantly.
Instantly. Yes.
Yeah. Like they're like at those high levels where you have like things where it's like, well, this is really broken, but you know, it's like got set up.
Yeah.
Like, well, actually,
Not no mo.
funny thing about that. Just trying to think, what do I get here? Eldritch
What's your
Master.
next level of ranger getting? Like what's the
Fighting style.
fighting style?
In defense, probably.
I'm actually taking archery
Ooh.
because archery is worded that any ranged weapon attack gets a +2, and I want to start using a gun.
Yeah, I remember you telling you wanted to use a gun.
I want a gun. Oh, I also get spell casting, but ranger spell casting is shit. I don't think there's anything that you get as a ranger that I like is really worth it over warlock.
No, it's more like complementary stuff, like Hunter's Mark, you know.
I'm like,
Is it
oh,
like
man.
web? Is that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
I
like
think they get
web.
web, like ensnaring strike and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
I'll get
niche
my-
spells.
my extra attack.
Yeah.
And Hunter's Mark and whatnot, I guess. But I guess that is 2 separate spell slots. Like it's different types of spell slots.
Yeah.
So it's probably not a bad idea.
Gotta
I
figure out
should,
how to
man.
keep
I
it
should have made a coffee lock.
I'm interested to see what my other players are gonna make, because they're so far they've got a druid bard ish, artificer paladin maybe, swordlock gish maybe, and then cleric fighter maybe. Like those are the ideas that they're throwing around. So
Mm.
it'll be refreshing to not. I can throw strength checks at them and.
Yeah, I did
Oh,
want to
that's
play.
really-
Oh fuck me. Oh my god. So Psionic Fighter? Is that what it's called?
Oh. sword fighter?
Ooh, yeah. What's
Like
Forget
Scion,
about
like
that.
just
I know what you're
Psionic,
talking about.
whatever.
Psionic shit's so cool. It's so bad it sucks.
Psi Fighter? Psionic
Well, it
Fighter?
depends.
Yeah,
Like,
the MCDM one's pretty good.
Is it?
Aberrant Mind sorcerers are really good.
The Psi Warriors was called.
Hmm.
Psy Warrior, yeah. Actually, like the rogue archetype too.
Oh,
Soul Knife. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty fun.
But I was thinking like as a Sonic Warrior I could like be, I could I could have like an arsenal of like weapons and bullshit and just be like throwing great swords at these giant monsters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the appeal of that would go away very quickly.
I really
What
want to make
sucks
like a wrestler character. I know it's like kind of.
I,
I really
I had
like
one.
the wrestler. Like it's the grappling. I love grappling in this game. It's so much fun.
I made a barbarian bard that was a wrestler.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think he was an orc that was a barbarian, but he was like put into pit fighting as his backstory. So he was like into the showmanship, and that's how he became the whole wrestler archetype. And I just made him straight up macho man, just like off the top rope, the elbow drop, you know. And it was so much fun. But I got to like higher levels, and it's like, all right, I grapple, and then the wizard kills him, and then I grapple, and then like anyone else kills him, you know. And it's like at high level, it's kind of like not as interesting.
Yeah, you are kind of one note.